This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
Alright, what's up everybody? It's Opa Comms, it's Friday. We made it. I made it upstairs. I'm out of breath.
Because you can't get the sentence out.
Yeah. Whew. Anyway.
Woo-wee.
Dude, that's my cardio for the day. Whew.
You guys
But-
do cardio?
That'd be my
Well,
cardio
I go
for
up the
week.
stairs once a day.
I don't even have stairs, dude.
Yeah, I go.
I got.
How do you live?
upstairs
How do you go up?
here.
I just
He
like stand
flies.
up and go to the fridge sometimes.
Stairs
Magical
are.
powers.
I don't know. When I get out, I'm gonna hopefully not have stairs. But with that being said, yeah, we gotta open up with a double shot apparently.
Wait
Is
for
it-
the wait. How do I hold my push to talk and do this? Hold on. I'm holding it.
You do have two hands, correct?
Yeah, but like I want to.
I've got a foot pedal I can send you.
Hold up. Hold.
I'm questioning why the
All right, hold up.
is that a white
Is that
claw?
what you guys
popping
hear?
the
It?
white
No,
claw?
it's
Is
a
it-
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, are those coming back into style now?
No.
No, I'm just a millennial.
Yeah, that's true. Those were the thing to drink back in like around the time of like what 18 to 20 party before you're technically allowed
Yeah.
to drink days.
Like when you're like, I don't like beer, but I want something strong. You just get a Mike's Hard.
Yeah, but yeah, so we'll open up with a couple early shots just to start off with. One, Prince Philip, rest in peace.
Hold up. No, before we explain it, we are not supportive of the British royal family. We literally don't give a fuck about the British royal family. But I personally have been watching The Crown. The Crown is a fictional series based on real life. And I gotten really attached to Prince Philip as a character and the Queen and Princess Margaret and the whatever, all these fucking characters. And anyway, Prince Philip dying in real life makes me kind of sad because like I kind of like this character in The Crown. So like I really don't give a fuck about the British monarchy, but I feel kind of attached in a really weird way. For those who don't know, King George was also played by the guy who plays Legowski.
Legasov.
Legasov, yeah. He's played by the guy.
Oh, we got.
in Chernobyl.
Well, I don't want to do three
So,
shots, but yeah, Paul Ritter.
So, yeah, we have to do a shot for him too. So like all of the Chernobyl dudes are like in The Crown, so I feel super attached to them. And anyway, Prince Philip, dude, like maybe we'll get a season 7 of The Crown, but rest in peace, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get
shots-
Paul Ritter. We'll push Paul Ritter because I don't want to do 3 shots immediately. I'll die. Well, I won't die. But we were gonna do the other one is DMX. DMX today died as well. 50. I think
Not good.
Okay,
not
now
bad.
am I the only one surprised that he was 50 years old? I had no idea he was that old. I would have
that
guessed he was
old or
early
young?
40s. I at the oldest 40. I did not realize he was that old. I had no idea.
yeah, the I mean, yeah, it's not that surprising.
I'm
but
not a
then
rap
again,
fan, but the guy's talented.
what
We
was
can't say
the?
that
I
about
saw some. I think it was a meme in the Sinners Discord, but someone posted a thing. It's like when you were kids in the '90s talking about the '60s. That's the same as kids today talking about the '90s, and like DMX is like
Don't make
'90s,
me
early
feel any older
2000s.
than
It's
I
like
am.
it does
Jesus
not
Christ.
feel because like DMX was
Ew.
fairly young when Rough Riders came out. He's like what in his 20s, and it's like well yeah, but that's almost a 30-year-old song. So
I mean, like he's pretty iconic just from the fact that like even if you don't really know who he is, you know the whole X gonna give it to you, like his song and shit, like you know.
Even
who
if
he
you're
is.
a metalhead like me, you've heard of DMX.
Yeah, yeah. So he was
Yeah.
like iconic for like '90s kids and shit.
yeah, I mean like I didn't listen to DMX constantly, but I mean I knew Rough Rider. I liked Rough Rider. I wasn't really into rap, but I liked Rough Riders. X gonna give it to you, and then there were some other ones too. Like shit, there's at least like 3 or 4 others I can't come up with off the top of my head, but Like that was
Run
when I watched
DMC is my
MTV all the
fucking
time.
taste.
So like his stuff was constantly on there. So we'll do a double back to DMX. With that said, though, some quick Eve stuff. And then we
No,
can
that's
get
not
into...
quick, man. We got lots of stuff, don't we?
Well, no, I'm just saying some of the quick stuff off the bat.
We do?
Patch. Yeah,
Fuck
there's
yeah.
actually some Eve stuff.
Wait, that patch was like 3 words.
Well, no, that was the patch from a few days ago, like several days ago.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
okay,
just
okay.
that was just a few. They fixed some stuff
You
with the.
guys failed last
with the,
weekend.
I got
um,
really
so-
mad about that. I was like, this patch is 2 words long.
Well, wasn't that the one with the jump clones where they're like we're allowing more than one jump clone in a station?
I just remember they're like, here's the feedback thread, and then it was like 3 bullets, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, it was functional though. It's like they were allowing more than one jump clone in a station, so you didn't have to destroy your old clone
Yeah,
to jump. So
that
I mean,
was
it's
a
like
good one.
it was actually
No,
it
that
wasn't
was
just
a different
you know
one.
we fixed a graphic here or we fixed a little bug here. It's like here's an actual functional thing that you can use. That's kind of I would call it a quality of life change.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's what the last patch was, though. It was 3 words, though.
Quality of life. Yeah, right.
On Tuesday, which patch are we talking about?
I don't know. It was the one from like Monday or something or Tuesday or something
Tuesday?
like that.
It's always Tuesday, yeah.
Wait, Drayden, are you? Hold on.
Well,
let me
the
click
quote
this
unquote
link.
patch note, it's the hunt. The hunt is on. That's basically it. Just started today,
That came out
The week
ages
before.
ago.
The week before.
April 6th.
Drayden, no, right here it says corrected the scanner, fixed an issue, the Bantam NPC.
Yeah, he's talking about the patch before this one. Because he
The
didn't talk about it
6th?
last weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, because the hunt didn't, the
Oh.
hunt came out. Well, I mean, like we
'Cause you
talked
guys
about the hunt.
failed
We talked about
to
the
do
hunt
your
last
jobs
week.
last Friday when I was gone.
Yeah, no, we talked about the hunt a little
Failed.
bit, but it
Failed.
wasn't out yet. It was announced, but now it's out. So that's the one I was looking at.
Skyhawk
Oh
says
yeah,
he's
yeah.
on
Okay, so
camera
yeah, I was looking at the one from the
Well,
6th.
he should
but-
be. He's mean. He won't do it.
Yeah, so the one from the
Yeah, I
6th,
remember.
you know, you get the capsules that are going to be appearing around and all over the, you know, in belts, complexes, all kinds of stuff. Not complexes.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, that's the hunt event. Which, okay, so for those who don't know, a couple of years ago, I say a couple, it's probably more like 5 years ago. So the CSM at the time was like, yeah, you should have like events relating to real life, like, you know, there's Valentine's Day, Easter, blah blah blah. And then they said, yeah, Easter, like the Garistas bunny. And CCP honed in and they're like, you know what, that's a fucking good idea, man. And so ever since then, we've always had like the Easter egg hunt and like Garista shit around Easter time. And anyway, this is like the 5th or 4th iteration of it, of flying around finding capsules, you know, which are
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like
only
eggs.
in Garista space though. Does that piss a bunch
Okay,
of people
so-
off? Like, I mean, if you're living in like Blood
Well-
Raider space, like, oh, so if I want to do this event, I got to go across the whole
But
map and farm
Garistas-
and places.
Well, the good thing is Garista space is NPC space, so Venal is all well, not all NPC.
yeah,
but
you can
majority
go to
NPC.
Venal, but I mean, to get to Venal, you kind of have to. I mean, you can take a
It's a
travel
quick-
scepter, but I mean, you got to.
It's not far from like Jita, so it's like it's
Yeah,
not
you still
bad.
have to go through
So,
NPC Null.
If you find one of these
like,
pods,
you get caught in
these
the
like
gate
special
camp or
pods,
something.
what do you get?
So you shoot the pod and you get a key, and when you get that key, what you can do is find event sites, you know, like from the beacons or whatever, and they activate an acceleration gate. Now, what I've
Oh,
heard,
thank God. Okay.
yeah. So
I was
I
worried
talked-
that if you shot the pod, you get something like kick ass. Because
No.
I was in Tosa seeing something, and a pod showed up like 10,000 meters away, and I couldn't get it before it went away. My Tosa's like it just cycled. And I came away before I could get away.
Yeah, and then, like,
I was
you
like,
were in
all I
Tosa
kept
thing.
thinking to
The
myself,
game knew.
that's what I'm thinking. I was like, oh, he was like, that drops officer mods or something crazy like that. I just
No,
fucking-
no, so it just
you,
drops
so
the
you
key.
get a
Okay.
key, and then the key gets through acceleration gates. So you have these event sites, so you can get in like the first room, and then like the second room, you need that key. What I've heard though, and I watched Sutonia stream, and he said activate it only once, because if you like spam activate it, you know, like just clicking like jump the gate sort of thing, then it uses all your keys. So you just want to use it once, take the gate, and then you get like more rats and more prizes. Or
How
whatever.
fucking pissed would you be if you?
I
had to
know,
keep- Oh my
right?
Who
God.
clicks jump through the gate that many times though?
I do.
So, I do,
Everyone
yeah.
does.
In tie dye, if
Everybody
you're
does,
on
yeah.
a Stargate, but you don't do it when you're on the acceleration. The
You know,
acceleration.
I get
gate.
impatient. Come on, come on,
Yeah,
come on,
no,
come on. Let's
no,
go,
you
go,
do
go, go, go. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh.
Everybody does that.
It doesn't go any
So-
faster. You're
so
just
yeah,
giving
that
it
was
more
the thing.
commands. If anything, you're slowing it down.
It does go faster. It
Oh.
feels
But
like it
it's-
goes faster.
It's
That's like
really
pe-
funny too. So like, and Manic brought this up last week, but he said some people were changing their player names. It's like mysterious something capsule, which cracks me up because that's, you know, it's happening this year, but last year Elise Randolph was doing it, and it's even funnier because now Elise Randolph
Now
is a
he's a
dev.
CCP.
Now he's a CCP dev.
He's
and,
like, "Don't you be
a
doing
year
this."
ago, he was like scamming nerds to like steal all their loot because they weren't paying attention or whatever.
You know
It's
what that
pretty-
tells me though? He's a CCP who actually plays the game.
Well,
Yeah.
right, but that's good though, because now
Yeah,
he knows
absolutely.
ways players are gonna exploit. Now, like that's like an easy way to exploit, right? Like it's not really an exploit, but it's a way players can use emergent gameplay to create combat within space versus scamming a new bro. Like Elise isn't out there scamming new bros or any shit like that
Anymore.
anymore.
Well, yeah. We'll see.
Allegedly. We don't know
Allegedly,
for sure
yeah,
yet.
allegedly.
We'll find. Those expert systems are kind of scammy for new bros, but whatever.
Yeah, one of the other things with the hunt though is now with if you kill a player pod, if they have any implants, it's a 50-50. You get the 50% loot drop
Yeah,
where it'll
implants
drop their
drop.
implants in the loot of
Who
the
doesn't
pod.
rip their implants out before they get potted?
I wouldn't.
Brave men.
I mean, I don't use implants.
And women.
But... Yeah.
Redline. Women are too smart to use implants. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Um,
may have know somebody
That
who
don't
had to
make
get
no
who
goddamn
lost a
sense.
set of
Sexist, Drayden.
no.
Reported.
the
I stopped using implants after I lost well, it was a slave set at the time, but now it's called.
I just don't use them because I'm like, do I really want to spend that much ISK on a small bonus? Also,
I
I
got
don't fly
mad.
supers or titans or anything, so I don't need them. It's like no one's gonna use implants for their fucking battleship.
I lost my slave set though, not with the ship being exploded. I accidentally destroyed it.
I've done that to my learning implants, and then I forget to file a ticket,
So
and I'm just like,
pissed.
I mean, like,
Although-
I
Oh.
don't.
You can file a thing?
yeah, you can file a ticket if you accidentally destroy them through jump cloning, and then now CCP made it so you can have multiple clones in a station, so you won't accidentally, or not a station, a
I wonder if I
citadel.
could do that still. It's
yeah,
been a while.
like my thing though is like I don't rip them out because I don't care if a kill mail says I lost some stuff. Whether I rip them out or not,
if Red
I'm
Line's
still
killing
out
me, I
that
rip 'em
ISK.
out.
So
I
why
don't
would I
think it have
care
any
if
pleasure at all.
why would I care if it shows up on a kill mail that I lost?
Because
those
it gives the
implants?
other person pleasure. It's all
It
about
does.
the.
It-
It's all.
it
It
is.
gives me pleasure.
I-
I
All
see
about the
that.
pleasure.
Well,
I'm
I
like,
aim to
yeah,
please.
I send private messages to him just to laugh at him.
I do know Globby has been potting people in Jita because he could get implant drops. So
I would be too. Yeah. Oh, that's
You
good.
know what PvP
Dragon
stands for,
smoke.
right?
No.
Pleasure versus pleasure.
it stands for player versus player. Redline.
No, it's pleasure
Pleasure
versus
versus pain.
pleasure.
What's PVE stand for then?
Pleasure versus pleasure.
Or ecstasy?
Jesus Christ.
Eroticism.
Eroticism. There you go. That's what it is. Player versus eroticism, and you lose every time because eroticism is way better than players.
That's how it is.
People have been cooped up for a while, Rain. They're getting a little weird.
Y'all thirsty as fuck, dude.
What do you
We
mean?
need one of those Eve meats so y'all can let it out.
I know. We did. But if you're in the Midwest, you're gonna be one
Wait, what
coming
happens
soon.
with those Eve meats?
Things and
They're
stuff.
massive orgies, Redline. Don't you know?
What?
Well, last time when Rain and I went to, we ended up going to watching a
The gay bar. That was
what
yeah.
was it? What's it called?
The drag show.
drag
Yeah,
show. It was
that
a
was
lot
I've
of
so
seen
fun.
one of
much
those.
fun.
I've
We
been
got
to
I
one of the
love
young
drag
kids
shows.
to give like
He
$5 to one that. It
yeah,
was
he was
so
super
funny.
against
It
it, but he was
awesome.
all on board afterwards.
Yeah, he
like,
did.
He just had
he-
a
he was
blast.
a good
I've been to a drag show up here. It was a long
They
time
were a
ago,
lot of
but
fun. I liked
If
it.
you
Is-
ever want to feel super inadequate, just go to a drag show and be like, holy shit, the makeup, the dance moves, the costumes, they just make you feel shitty about yourself, but they're so glorious to watch. I love
I don't
drag
feel
shows.
shitty
it
about
was a friend of
myself.
mine's.
I just enjoy them.
It was a friend of mine's
I'm like,
birthday, and she
I
wanted to
don't
go to
know,
a
I feel
drag show, so we
jealous.
all took her out to
No,
a drag
are they
show.
skilled? Fuck yeah, those
No,
they
yeah.
are super skilled at that stuff. I mean, that's fucking impressive. and
no, but-
most of them can sing really good and put on a
Yeah.
little show. It was, you know.
I know,
I
we
mean,
all-
some
we
of them are a little lazy, but not all.
Yeah,
of
we
them.
all went to a drag show as me and my friend and a bunch of her friends and stuff. And it was her birthday. She wanted to go to a drag show, so we all went out. And one of her friends was like
Don't put that back
hardcore
down, take a
redneck
drink.
cowboy, like Northwest, like big redneck, and he was so uncomfortable and very upset for being there. But he felt
So,
pressured
like,
to stay
you
there. It's
gotta-
like if you
people gotta
want to
get
go,
over
you
it.
can
No,
go,
no,
dude.
right.
Like if
So
you're
drag
getting
shows
pissed,
are
then
great
you
for
can
the
leave. But
aspect. So if you go to any gay bar, they do drag shows, and the best part about drag shows is there's no expectations from the audience, right? So whether you're a straight guy, a gay guy, a straight woman, a gay woman, non-binary, asexual, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. They're just there to put on a show, and you can say,
It's
hey, I'm
entertaining.
giving you. Yeah, you can say I'm giving you tips because I'm attracted to you. I'm giving you tips because you're a great dancer. I'm giving you tips because I love this song. Like every time I've gone to one, they've always been super respectful. All of the dancers, like they'll do shots on stage if it's your birthday, but if you don't want to participate, you don't have to. It's just I don't know. I love drag
It's
shows.
just, it
'cause
was
they're
just a
all-
fun. It's like
Yeah,
and you're
it's
just
a
there at the bars. You're
great
there drinking,
time.
hanging out, BSing with each other, and then there's a drag show going on. It's just
Yeah.
fun. I don't know.
If
Yeah,
you're
and
super
like
uncomfortable, they can see that, and they don't mess with you.
yeah, they
The ones
know.
I've only been to 2, yes, so I don't know.
Yeah,
all
no,
about it.
I went to them all the time at college. I went to them like now, like we have gay bars in town. I love them. I absolutely love them. They're so respectful.
And
Versus like,
it was $1 a beer.
yeah,
till
it's super good.
several
That's
people
like-
got
That's like
puking
stealing.
drunk. It was great. It was a good
You can't
time.
even buy beer at a store for $1 a beer.
I know exactly, and it was good beer. It was a local brewery.
That's
Who
like,
was it that got so drunk?
That's
that
like
he-
cheaper than
Oh,
PBR
yeah.
prices.
Oh yeah, what's his
His
name?
wife was him. And his wife were there.
Yeah. He was so drunk.
I love him. He just lives. He lives in Newton, just right up the street.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's great. You guys should all go to drag shows. If we could do a Vegas, like if we're all at Vegas or NOLA, do a drag show.
Well, that's what
No, that's where you should
Vlad
do
just
it.
linked that one thing.
Yeah, so yeah, Vlad did, yeah.
So one thing. So I think I might be locked in for Vegas.
NOLA,
I know you are.
So
NOLA
much.
too.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's like I
put
it's
the
a toss.
donation bar up.
No,
Brayden.
it's
Let's
tough.
go.
I mean, I know we keep coming back to this, but I forgot because when I was signed up for NOLA before, and then they canceled everything for the COVID, I got vouchers for my flight. So I have like, now it sucks because it's split up like half with Delta and half with United, but I have about $550 in flight vouchers, so like the flight could be covered. Vegas, Vlad said if anything, I could stay in his room.
You can stay with me too.
Yeah, so I mean, there's
I'm,
options.
I'm going down there. I'm doing
There's
the homeless
options,
thing
so
this time. I'm just gonna sleep in the
if
streets.
it comes down to like I pretty much just have to cover like food and drink, then that's a lot more doable because that basically
if you
saves
get
like
super intoxicated in Vegas,
$1,500
you can make it through the
pretty much.
entire week with not paying for a single room and be fine.
Yeah, but anyway, I know every we keep coming back to that, so I'm gonna we'll shove it back to
do
the
it, baby. Do
to
it.
the alpha of this tangent because it keeps coming up in my head and then I keep bringing it
You
up.
keep wanting to do it. I get it. I would too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's
Trent, let's
exciting.
go. Come on,
I
get
haven't
that.
missed a Vegas in like 6 years. Eh?
Your refund,
I
Drake.
don't-
Government refunds. Hello, have you done your taxes yet?
I need to do my taxes.
Get that
Oh, I do
government
too.
I
refund.
usually do my taxes on like January 1st. Like they don't even like take the well, you can still send them in, but you won't get the return for all. But I don't even because I basically only have to. I don't have to do like complicated deductions or anything. I just have to fill out the equivalent of like a 1040 easy online, and so I don't need anything other than just my AGI and what was withheld for everything. And it's like I get that on my last pay stub of the year, so I just get my last pay stub. I'm like, this is as good as a W-2 for me. So I just go in there because the site keeps all my information saved, and all I have to do is just change some of the values, and it's like boom, send it in, and then I get. So everyone else was like, oh, I got my W-2 yesterday. I'm like, I got my tax return last week. Sweet. But this year, here it
Vlad
is
would
like
like-
mid-April. I haven't even filed yet because I had to wait for a
Vlad would
1099
like-
from Twitch, and then I was waiting, and then I finally got that, and then now I've just been slacking and forgetting about it.
Yo, get that money, Drayden. Book your shit.
So Vlad would like everyone to know that he
I
has
clicked
linked
that.
a drag racing strip in an effort to trick us into thinking it was a strip club.
Damn it, Vlad.
That actually
Okay.
probably be more fun than strip club in
So
Vegas.
it is a drag. Got it.
These are drag shows. I mean,
They have
wow,
drag
wow.
shows. Yeah, we're talking about a different type of drag show, Vlad.
This one's a little
Oh,
louder.
yes.
Vlad linked one's a little bit louder.
He's sus.
He is us. We need to play that again. I missed that game. I liked it.
I haven't played
They
it
have
in
a
a
new
while.
map.
I didn't know the old maps. Ace of Gander.
Slip
I mean, that
scan.
is
That's
true,
right.
but
What?
you
Don't
didn't.
make-
Are you
don't
gonna make
fun
an
of me.
NPC? Make an NPC town so I can play. Well, I love role playing.
No, I'm talking about Among Us.
I love role playing in Among Us. Yo, you guys want to play while we do the show?
No.
We could do the after show.
Maybe that. I don't know.
You-
We'll see.
You want me to make a roleplay town in my rest map?
Yeah, and then I can go in and pretend to be like Farmer Rain or whatever I always do.
Can you put NPCs in your when you make your own map,
Mhm.
Rust? Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. So since
Not
we
in
were
the
talking
map and
about Eve,
everything
we could actually continue talking about Eve
Yeah.
because this is something I'm really fucking excited about. More free skins. Skins is the greatest thing ever to be fucking added to the game.
Not
I
just
love
free
'em.
skins, the pink and blue skins.
So you get 2 of them.
for the Rifter
Well-
and the Punisher, right?
So that's the thing.
I'm
Is like,
hoping that
are
that
they
fucking
free though?
cycle's
They're
doing it for
free
them, so.
if you buy. It's like McDonald's saying you get a free small fry with the purchase of a meal.
I mean,
That's a good way to get.
I mean,
a good
it's
way
not
to
like
get people to shop.
240 plex. It's not like that's like what, $5. So you get $5 worth of plex. You could sell it. Or actually, I think it's like $8 or $9 worth of plex. But
But then you could use it to do stuff with it. You could buy
well, it's
another
like,
skin.
you can use that
You could
to
buy more
buy
skins.
other
Yeah.
skins. You can use it for game time. You can sell it. But yeah, then you get the Rifter skin, and then what is it? If you purchase a month of Omega, you get the Punisher skin. Now, here's the thing that every time I say it's like purchase a month of Omega, it's like if I have a recurring subscription, and subscriptions, thanks to Candor for subscribing as well. But if I have a recurring subscription, that's basically me just automatically paying for Omega time every month. Why don't I just
Correct.
get this skin
You will.
included on my next payment?
If
Why do
you-
I have to
if you-
go
if
and
your
physically
Omega time-
purchase
Do
a
it.
month
If it
of
happens
Omega?
during that cycle, you will get it. But it has to happen during that cycle, right?
Is that how that works?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I'm
I
making
think
shit up as I go, so I
subscription,
don't
just
know.
recurring subscriptions. I don't think they count as purchasing Omega time. That's just.
Oh,
I
that's
think
bullshit.
purchasing
I'm gonna be
Omega time you have to,
pissed.
because I think if you just go and buy a month, I think it's like a couple dollars more than just doing a recurring.
What's the difference
subscription.
between? So
I
the
don't
purchasing
know.
Omega time is its own transaction. It's a different transaction.
so
it
you
might be
just
the same
gotta
amount, but-
cancel it, and then they'll ask you why you cancel. Just be like, I want to resub next month for the benefit or whatever. Or you say,
What's up,
bring
Cypher?
back the Alliance tournament and stop selling SP for money, like I do, and then you can.
Yeah, you don't have to cancel. You can just go buy a month of Omega, and it'll just add it on to the. So then the next time you get recurring subscription,
That seems like
will
a
be
lot of
delayed a
work.
month.
God damn
so
it.
it's like I could do that, and I probably will, just to get the
I-
skin
I
for
will
free, and it's
too,
not going
but
to
I don't
cost me
think
any
it's-
more. It's just I just pay earlier now, and then
Okay, hold up.
I won't have to
Skyhawk's
resubscribe
right.
till.
He says you don't have to cancel it if you just go out and buy it.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like, you just buy it, and then it basically pushes your resub time
Don't
up ahead a month.
mansplay what Skyhawk is saying, Drake.
But he mansplained what I said.
Just
I said it,
reading.
and then he typed it. He's man typing, or whatever you want to call that.
That's
I don't
not
know.
a
What,
thing.
what do you want to call it? Because man typing doesn't sound right.
Man typing.
Man
"Huh,
typing. It's
my
just-
name
it's
is
It's just where you hit the keys extra hard.
my chunky
Hit
sausage
the keys extra
fingers."
hard.
You're
Man
what
use two
now?
fingers and hit 'em real
man
hard, yeah.
texting.
Man
That's
texting.
funny.
Oh, that's even better. I like Strigek's term for it. That sounds better.
Oh, unfortunately. When are you getting a new scope skin?
Next, actually should be soon. So
Because
Redland-
we got 4 of them, right? Is that right?
no, we
Yeah,
have 5.
No, 5.
I've only got 4
We
of
have
them.
the Astero,
Which one's
You
not
mean you
getting
only
it?
got 4 of them? Which one are
I'm-
you missing?
I don't have to
Wait,
look here. Hold on.
wait. Redline, do I have all 4? Oh my god, Redline, you're scamming me, dude.
He said 5.
Redline, where's mine?
All four or what?
There's the Astero, the Caracal, the Vexer, and the Rupture.
No,
so 4.
because we had the Omen.
4. Okay.
Though you did. There was no Omen. Don't.
Oh,
There
this
was
is for the
no
partnership
Omen?
skins.
I thought we.
There was no Omen.
Oh
No.
my god, dude, that's
What are
a
they
bad
called?
Omen.
There was
Scope
no.
syndication.
God, I just
Scope
watched that.
Syndication.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that video on YouTube. The
Omen?
like the You're Adopted thing by the LA. It's an old video
Yeah,
from like
I
LA
only have
Turtle.
3
It's like
of them. Which
it's
one am I
like
missing here?
it's like you were adopted.
I
Like,
got the Vexer, Rupture.
it's
and
like what about
Astero.
the
Which one am I
moves?
missing?
There were no.
You're
moves.
missing
There
the
were
Caracal.
no moves. But
Send me the character.
the
Did you show them all?
moves.
I didn't sell any of them.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm missing the character.
Astero, Caracal, Vexer. What was the last one?
Rupture.
Rupture.
Wait, are these
Redline,
the?
where's my Rupture skin?
Are these the
you
partnership?
have a Rupture skin.
Did you give it to me?
Yes.
Drayden, we need to apply. I
We
think
are
we're
going
getting
to
close.
apply.
Or
We
I
gotta
gave
we
you
gotta give it a month or 2.
Is that what they said?
Well, that's what we kind of decided on.
That's what you're figuring.
We want because they look back
We
like
need
they look
several months.
they look
of-
back 2 to 3 months, and we just want to make sure that it's like with the.
Redline, you
Rain,
never gave me a skin.
What the fuck does Rastio mean?
It's me saying Rupture.
Rastio?
That is not how you say the word rupture in any way, shape, or form.
Rupture
Wait,
Astero.
you did not give me a Rupture skin, dude.
You
Or a
absolutely
Rasper.
got a rupture skin.
Did you give it to me?
What did you do with
Rastio.
it? Did you lose it? Rastio. I don't have a Rastio either. I'm looking for it.
X gonna give it to you. X.
Sorry, we kind of got
Yeah.
sidetracked there with our.
Apparently,
Craziness.
Redline gonna give it to you. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
baby.
Redline.
You have an
Give it
X
to
in
me,
your
Redline.
name,
Give
It
it to
was a
me,
fucking
baby.
skin,
although is
Redline.
that considered a 10?
You know, actually, so like if you, I've taken the 13 off my name in most cases.
Why?
What was the significance of the 13?
Yeah, what was it? Did the 13 matter?
That's
Oh, look, it's gone.
Oh, you did.
See what
I have to
happens when you take the
activate it.
13 off? You just his mic
Okay,
died.
Redline, I got it. I activated it. Thank you.
What? No, what was
Oh,
that?
you
His
were
mic just
yelling
went all
at
yeah,
him,
I
too.
need to. Is it good now?
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah,
was
I need to
actually
get a
kinda
new mic. It's a thing.
It happens. Just use some of that Plex money you had for. Oh, wait a minute. You gave it all away.
I did what with
Speaking
it?
of giving
You
stuff
gave it all
away,
away.
Drayden, you want to talk about your manscaping promotion and how my friends are listening to it now?
Oh, are they now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's hear
they were-
this. Come on.
This has been a thing.
So, wait, hold. Let me give you some backstory. So I had a friend who was like, "Hey guys, my girlfriend's asking me about blah blah blah. How do I manscape?" And it was literally like me and Sutonia giving him advice, like about like electric trimmers and shit. And I was like, "I have an idea. I'll ask Drayden about that manscape shit." And so they give me the link, and I send it to him, and he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna ask for this for Christmas. So
No,
you
it's-
guys need to get a referral code."
Well, so Blazing actually did send in an email to Manscaped to see if they wanted to do some kind of weird like. The one thing I'm hesitant though is
Did they
like
reply?
if we no they didn't. But the thing is like if
Oh, I saw that video finally. That's the commercial.
the
is
thing
fantastic.
that I
Yes.
like, I'm fine like if we just talk about them, it's fun. It's like the same thing as we did with the Tito's for a long time, but. If we actually get a sponsorship from Manscaped, they're gonna expect us to actually do like commercial, like where we
Why
sit
just
there for a
record when
minute and be
you
like,
push the
"Oh,
play
now
button,
talk
it's
about
really easy.
Manscaped. Go to Manscaped talk." It's like I don't really want to do like commercials on the
not?
show.
We do that already.
Well, we can bullshit about the product, but I don't want to do like an official, like
Drayden, you literally sat on
re-
here
like
and,
ad read.
and gave
I don't.
feedback
It's just
about
like,
their fucking ball deodorant.
I'd feel dirty doing an ad read during every show. I'd
No,
hate it.
no.
I don't
I
want
want
to
to
do
hear your
it.
feedback about the ball deodorant. I
I
missed
can't believe
that.
it made me log in for that, Rand.
Like if we're gonna talk
Sorry.
about a
You bug
product,
it
it's
in
because
there.
we actually like
Careful.
it, not because we're being paid to talk about it.
I already logged back out.
Go log back in. Careful.
But yeah,
I have to log in twice.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Manic would do it. I mean,
you can-
all we
you can
could do,
literally
we
pick-
could
you
do
can
like
get
a
Manic
You
Manic
can
thing.
do the
I don't
commercial
know.
and just put the play button.
It's
Just play it.
well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But no, I
Every
mean
time
like
someone goes off on a
I will
tangent,
shave my
you just-
all that
chest
aside,
and belly if they sponsor us.
yeah, all that aside, like I mean, I got one. It's
We used
surprisingly
to get
like
emails from
I was
alcohol
I was
and,
speculative.
beer companies
I was
when we did our
skeptical. I was
other
skeptical
podcasts
because
we
I'm like,
talked
yeah,
about
you know,
so
like
much.
they say it's like Nick free, but I was like, but how Nick free is it really? And it
What's
I'm-
a nick?
like when you nick
Like it
yourself,
cut you?
like a little cut.
Oh,
like,
I know. Oh, I know.
like it's a trimmer, so it's like two blades going like this, and it's like you get skin caught in there. It's like it's gonna shear it,
Listen
right?
to
So
Rain with her
Well, don't-
shaving supremacy. I never get
It's,
nicks.
I
it's
never get
called
nicks, so-
waxing. Thank you, Redline.
yeah, but
Oh,
no, I
That's
will
worse
say
than
it,
nicks.
it
I'd rather get nicked
it's
than
it's
waxed.
effective and it works.
So
it
you
gets
have
it
one.
gets it cut real like damn near like they have a little blade guard. So if you want it just like like trimmed, or you can go with no blade guard, and it basically gets damn near down to like almost shaved, and you can do
I got
whatever
a
you
really
want.
fucking
And it's
powerful
pretty,
laser out in the truck. We could try that laser.
it's pretty good, and it's easy to use, and it is surprisingly like not scary. Like once you kind of use it for
I'm
like a
holding
minute, you're like,
standards
okay,
for that. I
oh
want
man,
the
this is
sentiment
like
to happen.
I'm not as terrified to use this thing.
Maybe
so
we should be.
but anyway, that aside, but yeah, I mean, like, so if you are interested in doing any kind of manscaping stuff, I mean, that it is a solid.
So is there a
trimmer.
video of the manscaping? I'd like to see it.
I'm sure if you just went to YouTube and just typed in
No,
manscaped.
video of you manscaping.
Oh no,
That's on Pornhub.
I was saying I was gonna do a before and after picture, and then then just show like I was gonna show a before picture with like a black sensor box, and then I was gonna do like an after picture with an elongated black sensor box.
You have to do that.
Why did you not do that?
Because it's like, see, it makes it look bigger. Like it's
It's a fantastic fucking idea.
yeah,
shave a peach.
do a demo shave. Shave a peach.
One of your two peaches. Save one of them.
Or a kiwi.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll,
so
we'll
since
see.
I'm on this account, does anybody else want some Scope Syndicate skins?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Alright, which one?
Oh, really?
All of them.
What do you got?
All of them.
All the ones that exist.
Oh, you said
so
the
far.
Rapture, the Astero, and what was else? What
The Vexer and the Caracal.
The Vector looks really good. That's good.
I'll
That,
take
that
a
skin
Vector.
looks really good.
Vexer
on Vector.
always look good. Though.
It does, and it's got
I
so
don't
many.
fly the
different
Vexer.
skins.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
don't
if you're
fly.
not
I would
an
say of all
RC, you're
those,
never gonna fly
probably the
Vexer.
Astero is
That's
what I
not
would
true.
fly
I
more
fly
often than
sometimes just
anything.
to see the skin.
I mean, the Astero is probably the one I would fly the most of any of those ships, just
I gave
because.
Redline a whole bunch of skins to give away, and he keeps not. doing
I
it.
mean, I would fly a Munin, but generally for a Munin, I have to fly a Scimitar because we never
Bro.
have enough Logi. But
I'm waiting for those skins to asset
Caracal
safety to
Munin.
Ermelin before I give them away.
Yeah,
You don't have to though, do you?
if
You
there is
'cause
an
you
extra
can
Astero
assign a
one, I
skin
would take
from
that.
remotely.
No, I don't have to, but
You just
it's
want
the
to. Okay, that's fine.
principle.
All right. Well,
Just
that sucks.
it's
That's
so
never-
that
that's
like
never gonna happen.
one day I'll log into this
Blaster
account and
Vexor.
I'll just be like, oh my god, something's in asset safety, and I'll get like 10 billion isk worth of skins out of asset safety.
See,
And I'll
but why
pay
a
like
Blaster
3
Vexor
billion
when
for it.
why a Blaster Vexor when you can just go like a Thorax?
No. Blaster Vexor
Vexor's way better
because
than Thorax.
because they're expecting you to be a kitey drone ship.
Yes.
So then
Exactly,
you sit there
Kareem.
and punch him in the face. I beat an Osprey
But you
Navy
still
with
have
Blaster
drones. But the thing is,
Vexor.
I bet it.
Oh, because exactly what you said. No one expects it. They get real close
active
to you,
armor
it just
tank.
wham.
Yeah,
Full
I guess if they
buffer,
see a
yeah.
Thorax, they're gonna try and kite you because they know you're sitting.
Yeah,
there.
because they know that you're gonna be blasters.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have
rail.
but I figure a rail Thorax is gonna.
Escrow
The rails are gonna eat all the
works too.
fitting
If you
space.
act
You're
like
not gonna
you're
have
a
anything
lobby-
for
Oh,
the
the
tank.
X, yeah, you could do like a double rep X executor. Like it's so strong.
They have guns.
So how do
and
we
ready to
feel
go.
about the shield rail thorax?
I'll only do it if you can fit a shield rep in the highs and do a spider tank thorax fleet.
With
I haven't
But what
used
about
one
solo?
Yet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Or are you just recommending never solo Thorax?
Dude, never solo at all.
Hell, I solo
Always
thoraxes
solo.
all the time.
Blob or die,
Oh.
man.
The Escrow, we used to take an Escrow, put,
Jesus,
just
Ray.
make it for hitting hard,
You guys
and
set
we'd
that
have
up
it like
for a while.
idling 3,000 off of a gate.
Wait, was
and
that
get all kinds of
innuendo?
people.
It was
I
a
caught
penis
it,
joke.
yeah,
The thorax looks like a penis.
Oh, does it?
What?
Yeah, if you gotta look at it from the top down.
Oh,
Did
see,
you
I
just
I
mansplain
I was
the
picturing
Thorax
more, a
joke?
little thicker,
But don't you normally look at the thorax from the bottom up?
No, top down. She fuck up, Riley.
It was a penis joke.
it was funny. Yeah. Top down. That's not the way you want.
Do
it.
you guys
Bottom up.
remember the one Open Comms episode where we were talking about CCP doing a competition for a mouse pad? And like it was a 20 to 30-minute conversation, but we slowly made dick innuendos the entire time until everyone on the show was
Oh
on board.
yeah.
Do you
yeah.
remember? Do you remember
I do
that?
remember
Like,
that, yeah.
there's still people not getting it. Chat got really mad because they
Was
didn't
it?
get it.
I thought the mouse pad. I thought we were. Was it a mouse? I thought it was innuendo for like vagines.
No, it was a mouse pad for penises
Oh,
because
okay.
like Dirk made fun of the size, and so we were like, "Well,
Oh,
Dirk,
right.
like so he's like 7 inches isn't that big," and we're like, "Well, in reality," and then like Blastum was talking about his like
Oh
keyboard
yeah,
long.
yeah. That did go on for like half the show. That was a good one. I bet I have that archived somewhere. I archive all this stuff.
Dude, you fucking better. Like
I
that was
actually
so
I have an external hard drive in my drawer right there. It's got like, I think it's got like 1.3 gigs worth of OpenComms video just slapped on it. I think it's like all the OpenComms videos going back like 2.5 or 3 years or something like that, all archived on there.
Jesus Christ, why would you have that much?
Because
open
I don't want
comms?
because I don't want to delete it, but I
He's
don't want to
proud
eat
of what
up
he's
space
done.
on my hard drive, so I got an external USB hard drive that is back it up onto
you gotta
and
put
leave
it
it.
on like a dark web website where it's
Yeah.
just open com shows from years
Oh
ago.
no! Sorry, not 1.3 gigs, 1.3 terabytes. Sorry, that's
That's worse, dude.
well, no, because like no, it's not worse because one episode is
They take up
probably
a lot
around
of
like
space,
two,
yeah.
like 1 2-hour episode is about like 2 gigs, I think, worth of video. So 1.3 gigs would be like half a show. So yeah, well, it's not that tiny, Ronnie, because I don't know, maybe it compresses or something, but it's like, I mean, there's what 52 episodes a year. We missed like 1 or 2, so there's like, let's just say 50 episodes a year. There's like probably 150 episodes on that hard drive. So
Why is Cypher just not following?
Because he's a
Cypher's
bitch.
been, well, I don't think Cypher's been
Is he been
kind of
AFK?
He's a
been
dirty
AFK
bitch.
for a while, but
He
since
does
we made the
weird
new
things, and
channel,
he
I
does
don't think
all
he's
kinds of terrible stuff.
I don't think he's been here since the new channel.
I miss
probably does
I
what
miss
I do
Cypher's
and
website. He had the
unfollows
best
and
fucking Eve
refollows.
podcast website out there back in the day.
22. Yeah, you would think it'd be more, Stray Geek, but it's surprisingly not that much.
I am surprised because his video and I mean I am surprised it's not more. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't run it at like, I mean, it runs at 1080, but I have it at like 30 frames per second, so that saves like, it's half the space is running at 60, but I figure because like there's no point running 60 FPS if it's just a talk show. It's not like you're running a game, so there's no point doing 60.
I don't know. We're pretty fucking. We're
So
moving around
that
pretty
cuts
quick.
down half the storage space you need, and then
I suppose, yeah.
are you making fun of my hand motions?
No, I was
Oh.
trying to make it 60 FPS.
Oh, because I do this a lot, and she's like,
Well, Dom was like, "Yeah, man, we don't really move." So I was like, "Ninja chop."
yeah, well, whole Blu-ray, yeah, it's not high def. It's like I put it at like 28 bit rate, 2800 or something. So
That's pretty low, yeah.
But oh, I had a shot poured. We'll do a Paul Ritter shot now.
Dyatlov?
Dyatlov.
That's the guy who played Dyatlov?
It's the guy that played
guy
Dyatlov.
who-
And that was the fucking greasy guy who did everything wrong. But
Yep.
That was the
kinda
guy.
wasn't
That
his
was
fault.
the
It
guy
wasn't
in the
his fault, but it
beginning where he's
wasn't
like,
He was calling the shots.
yeah, he's like, "What did you
He
do?
did-
You're
he did
choking my
everything he could do
reactor!" Like that guy.
He did everything wrong he could possibly do wrong.
He was the
But
guy
still,
that's like
in the end, it wasn't all his fault.
he was focused on a promotion. He was an asshole to begin with. He was focused on promotion, and he's like, if this test doesn't go through, I'm not going to get promoted. So I don't give a fuck if it's not safe to do it. We're just going to do it because it's an RBMK reactor and they can't
Also, he
explode.
worked for the government.
Well, they all worked for the
Yeah,
government.
so there you go. How you get
Yeah.
it? That makes sense.
But
now.
he's like, he was under the impression that it's an RBMK reactor, so even no matter how much you fucked up, you could just push the reactor all you want because it's
They all
safe.
thought that would
And
save
it
him,
has
yeah.
the fail safe, but they didn't know about the graphite flaw. So, yeah, he was the bad guy there. Apparently, I was looking, he was apparently in Harry Potter as well. Some side role, I don't know.
No, it wasn't. He
I have
was,
no idea. He's
I remember him.
Dyatlov to
I
me.
remember him
Some
in the
guy.
show.
Yeah, he's
He was a
Dyatlov is
professor,
the
wasn't he?
Dyatlov
But
is probably one of his biggest roles. And then he was in
he
The
died
Crown.
at like 54. No, he wasn't in The Crown.
Oh,
But he died at 54. So like
yeah, he wasn't
not
that old.
not young, but not old. You know, not good, not too bad.
Yeah, he didn't know the flaw in the graphite tips. Oh wait, Cypher's all in here.
Yeah.
Of
no.
course.
He was a good actor. Died
up, Cypher?
pretty young, so kind of sucks.
I was just kidding, Cypher.
Hi,
Don't
guys.
yell at me, please.
Cypher?
No, we're
Yeah.
not hearing you.
Hey, what's up? Oh wait.
Can you hear me now?
I
Yeah,
did,
there
I
we go.
did,
Yeah,
I
what's
did.
up, man?
Ayo.
How you been, buddy?
I'm good.
Are you guys running full bore at work now, or are you guys still ramping up?
No, we're not starting for another couple weeks.
Oh, cool.
Now, do you like that Brutix fix that I
Yeah, why do you run your Brutus like that?
destroyed?
Well, had you lost to it, it would have been funnier.
Yes, that's true.
So Cypher here is one of the like godfathers of Eve podcasting, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Had the first all-inclusive website with everybody's podcast on. It was amazing.
Yeah, I got a hold of Cypher a while when we got our new channel and I started doing the anchor uploads. I was like, hey man, do you still do the thing? Because I got an RSS feed for you. I was all super excited.
When did you stop? When did that website come down? 'Cause you had it up for
came
a
down
long
because I
time.
didn't have a job at the time.
But you had
and,
it up for a long time after you weren't even really doing this
well,
stuff.
I
anymore.
have it under evepodcast.xyz right now. It still
Okay.
works, and the feed will always work as long as they don't take down the sites that are running it.
free. Yeah.
I kept this. Thanks for the bits, man.
All right, here we go. Shots for who?
Yeah, shots
What's his
for
name?
Paul Ritter. Paul Ritter's
Not
the actor's name.
Dyatlov, but
Dyatlov.
the actor.
Dyatlov.
Not
Yeah,
him.
Dyatlov.
Dyatlov, the character, but Paul Ritter, the actor.
Digalatlov. What?
Dyatlov.
Dyatlov. Okay, I got it.
Like Dom needs a reason to drink.
Hey.
He needs a
Yeah,
name.
that's true.
He just
That's
needs a
true.
name. Just give me a name.
Give me I'll drink to anybody. What the hell?
Exactly.
So, dude, did you hear about John? He's like, yeah, fucking shots to John. It's
John, we got the shots to John.
like, no.
Hell
I
yeah.
was just saying John was on his way over. Yeah, shots to John. Thanks for coming over, man.
Hey, that's not right. It is.
So-
it's actually
so
true.
where's Dirk?
but No longer on
Oh,
the show.
Dirk, yeah, Dirk retired. Oh, we got
Kind
the
of like I
raid.
did. I just
Yeah.
show up randomly now.
Talking in stations with the raid. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
That's kind of what we were waiting
General.
for. We can go. Maybe we'll segue with this little thing here.
Yeah.
I get shit. ready to go.
Oh yeah. I'm glad we held off. We'll
Well,
get.
that's my plan. Was my plan to hold off for that. So
Yeah. We'll.
let's talk about Dream Team first. And then we'll segue.
Yeah. So we'll get into that a little bit later, just so you guys know. Because of the donation drive thing that we had for the charity, it's vastly surpassed the mark that Dominarch set as a goal for.
Ridiculous.
He's like, if they get to what I think he was like, if it gets to like
Double.
5,000, I'll
5,000.
shave. Yeah, if it gets to 5,000, I'll shave my head. And it got,
we were at 600 at the time.
yeah,
So I thought 5,000. That's a safe bet.
yeah.
Right?
He's like, if it gets to 5,000, I'll shave
Then
my
within
head.
like
And
24 hours.
yeah,
was
it
at
got
5,000.
to. Yeah, it got to like 8 or 9,000 by that Sunday. I think it's like it got to like
9,000
10,500
something by
or something by
Sunday.
the
I
end.
think. Yeah.
So Dom will
Now,
be
is it officially over, Rain? You're
Yeah,
a little
it's-
portion.
it
of
was
It's
over-
officially over.
What-
I think the campaign's still open in general for Spawn Together, but like my
What's
campaign.
the total? What did it
Because
end
he
at,
wasn't
you know?
stopping.
It was
until he
it
got
was
a
like
million,
10,500.
Yeah,
No,
he
the
was
big
on
one
million.
isn't it's still going, but your portion of it.
It
what
was
did-
like
what did it end at?
10,500, give or take a few hundred. I
Okay,
forget
I
the
wasn't
exact
sure what
number,
was
but
total, okay.
it was like 10 and a half, maybe 10.6 thousand or something like that. So it was
I'll
a good
look right now.
it was a good poll. But yeah, so
1,900, so just under 11,000. And CCP matched on top of that, but it's not reflected here.
oh, okay. I thought
They,
I
ma-
thought that
they
included
matched all of it
CCPs.
or matched a portion of it?
They matched
1,000.
1,000.
They matched 1,000.
Yeah, I thought
Nice.
CCPs
Imagine if
was
they matched the
included.
whole
That's cool.
thing.
That's cool as
That'd be
hell.
so
Good
dope
job,
if they
Rain.
matched the whole thing.
You can mention it to them tomorrow during the stream CCP.
It's a really fucking good. It's a really good
Yeah.
cause, though. It really is.
No, I
mean,
can't.
But,
'cause I'm not
yeah, so Dom will be-
participating.
Dom will be shaving his head later on the stream tonight.
Shortly, yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit. Yeah.
we'll get. But
So let's talk about the thing tomorrow. There you go.
Stream
So I got-
Dream Teams 2.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Stream Dream Teams 2.
Yeah, it's just like it's like some like a summer blockbuster.
Rain,
It
what
was
time
like-
is it?
In a star cluster near
What?
you, coming
time
this
is it start again?
summer.
So it's about like 1,100 to 2,000 tomorrow. So back in July, CCP, with the initial start of the Proving Ground, CCP reached out to some streamers, handful of us, and said, "Hey, do you want to like stream together with us, the 2v2s, etc." So myself and a bunch of others participated. It was an absolute blast. It was really fun getting the devs on stream just to be able to answer questions in chat, you know, kind of shoot the shit, show off some skills or maybe lack of skills. Like in my instance, like I'm pretty bad, like CCP Rise had to carry me. And so this time around, CCP is doing it again. This time it's 3v3, so it's a streamer, a CCP dev, plus like a friend. So like
Mm.
I'm partnered, so I'm in Habit and Pandemic Legion in game. So I'm partnering with CCP Swift, who is Elise Randolph,
Yeah,
who was the CEO of Habit.
the
He-
new CCP.
yeah, he's obviously not CEO right now. Like that conflicts with being within CCP.
I thought
and then
he's,
we're having-
the corp. I was the thing. I thought he stepped down
and
as
then
a
the corp.
PL
Yeah.
CEO a long time ago, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, even as the corp, like he, stepped down from there, so then that way, it doesn't conflict. No conflict of interest there. And then we have my friend Liara, and so we're gonna be like sort of like the dream team there. And then there's a bunch of other devs like Sutonia is going in there. I think.
with Fozzie,
This is
yes.
what- Yeah,
I
he's
can
with
give a list
Fozzie.
of all the pairs. So you got Sutonia with Fozzie, and that one I think is gonna be.
Well, he's with Fozzie, and so Sutonia's objective. So this might be like OPSEC, but Sutonia is doing like the whole Alliance tournament perspective. So Fozzie was an AT commentator, AT participant. Sutonia both AT commentator, AT participant, and then they're having Starfleet commander, who was like
Okay.
an AT captain.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I was.
so,
gonna,
so they're like doing like the AT perspective.
Yeah, I was gonna say that team seems like those all of them are pretty good theory
yeah.
crafters and just brainchilds when it comes to fitting tactics and stuff. So aside, I mean, all skilled pilots, I'm sure, but I mean, aside from the piloting skill, just the if anyone's gonna have the most efficient ship fitting for whatever situation they're wanting to do, I think that's the team that's gonna be the one to beat on that front. But then you have I hope I say his name right, Aureus Porcalius.
Autistic porcupine, yeah.
Yeah,
He's kind of a trash human being, but he's a CCP Paragon. CCP Paragon's a good
CCP
dude.
Paragon. He's a trash human being. Jesus.
Yeah, no, the dude's a piece of shit. Like, I have no problem saying that on
Okay.
Twitch because, like, I mean, I've reported him plenty of times for his harassment against me and other stuff. But like, CCP Paragon's participating as well. So CCP Paragon's a great dude. Going down the list, you have One Crazy Monkey. So One Crazy Monkey has been like a prime European streamer, and then CCP Ice Cream. So CCP Ice Cream, folks might recognize because he initially was a GM. So he's pretty popular on social media. Great dude. Then you have Pando and CCP Signal. CCP Signal's like pretty in tune with a lot that's going on. And then Pando himself, like Pando's like great at theory crafting, like trying new things, stuff like that. And then you have Jebby. So Jebby's like Jebby's like great at PvP, but he's more known for like his eccentric personality. Like he's just like hilarious to watch on screen, win or lose. And same with like CCP Convict. Like CCP Convict's pretty decent at the game. Yeah, and so just having them together, like win or lose, they're gonna be hilarious to
Yeah,
watch.
Jebby
I
and
had to-
Convict. Well, I mean, Jebby is a pretty competent pilot. I mean, I've watched his stream a bit. He knows what he's doing. I'm not saying Convict doesn't either, but I think that'll be a fun stream.
Yeah.
I thought the
I had to
proving grounds were
stop-
3 people, 3-on-3. aren't they?
Well, yeah. So it's these pairings plus they have a
So they-
friend of.
yeah,
of
they
a
give a
random.
friend.
Oh, not a random.
it's not a random. It's
No,
it's
no,
it's a
it's not
friend of
random,
theirs
it's a
that they
friend.
decide to bring in. But it's these are the two that are paired up for every match.
got it.
The friends
Yeah, so
might
I-
stay or they
I
might
only
stay Cloud.
know-
I don't know.
Yeah, I only know who I'm bringing, and I know who Sutonia is bringing, because like this probably leaks for poor Sutonia, but like Sutonia's
I don't think
stream's
it
gonna be
matters too
strong.
much. It's supposed to be a for fun thing anyway.
Yeah, and then so Torvald's pretty good at this proving ground stuff. Like he's been doing it before proving grounds even came out. Then he's with CCP Trash Panda. So CCP Trash Panda should be kind of well known in the stream community. He's been doing streams as well. And then the last one
On
you have
Tuesdays.
yeah, and then the last one you have Amelia. So Amelia is actually like more known in like the tournament like small gang scene, but he's also on YouTube. So he's not known in the Twitch community. And then obviously CCP Aurora, like she can hold her own. She's done like solo PvP tactics vids and shit like that. So
Yeah.
she's pretty solid. So I feel like they're kind of like people may see Amelia's name and be like, oh, I don't know Amelia as a streamer. So they're probably gonna like really underestimate Amelia, and then he's gonna be kind of like that dark horse. Yeah, I feel like
haven't-
Amelia's the dark
I
horse.
haven't watched her stream, but I know I've seen tweets and retweets of her name out there before, so I've heard of her. I've
So-
just never watched
Amelia
her.
or Aurora?
Amelia. I know Aurora
Amelia's
is, but
male. Amelia's male. So
What's
Oh.
Well, but the
I'm
character's
99% sure male.
Oh, I thought-
you're not
oh,
allowed to tell
I thought
people
you
who
were talking
the
about
third
Amelia
person
as
is.
the
Is
streamer.
that the deal?
I think you can. I don't think it's a big
Do
deal.
you know
but
who
like,
you know who Suetonius is?
yeah,
though, right?
Suetonia said he was gonna
Is
do
he somebody
Starfleet.
badass?
Starfleet Commander, yeah. So he's
That might be a
badass.
tough team to beat.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Who's Suetonia?
With Fozzie, Suetonio,
Su-
and
Sutonio.
Suetonio.
I can't just-
Bibbidi
Telling fruit.
boopa.
Yeah, there you go.
Sutonio.
I think
I've had some.
that
several
just
shots
that
and
just
some
feels like it
good
feels like a
beers.
try-hard team, like the Sutonia and Fozzie and Starfleet Command. It sounds like a super try-hard team, but being that
It's
Well,
Sutonio-
Sutonio,
Pando and
I-
Signal will be a
so,
being
tough
that
team, too.
Sutonio is there,
Yeah.
it should be fun as
The
well.
easy one to beat would probably be with Swift and this other person I've never heard of.
If you have any
Well, like,
pickup
so the
lines, you
funny
gotta
thing is, a
post
lot
them
of
in that
people
chat.
don't know that like Elise has done these a lot. So like, I feel like me and Elise and like Liara, we're all gonna be like, fuck yeah, let's use this meme comp fit, and then we might win, or he might just like feed like degenerates.
My
So, like,
experience
I'm really excited.
Elise, he knows what he's doing usually.
He
Pretty
does,
much
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And like me and Liara, so Liara and I have been like flying like together in faction warfare for like years. So her and I vibe together. We've also played with Elise. So like when Scared Panda would stream, we would fly with Scared Panda. So it's like we kind of have like, you know, we've been flying together for years sort of thing. But like Suetonia and Starfleet Commander have probably been flying for years too. And same with like a lot of these other streamers. Like Pando's probably bringing in one of his friends that he like trusts a lot. Same with Jebby and Torvald. Like all these people probably have friends that they've been flying with.
What
for
I
a
like
while.
about this though is putting the CTP guys on the spot to see who is actually decent at Eve and who's not. Right?
Oh
Because
no.
several of them are pretty well known, obviously. But let's see what they can actually do.
Well, the thing is, right, with this list right here, like I can for sure say these people at least play the game.
Or
Like,
have at least, yeah.
Yeah, have at least. Like maybe they're not good, but they at least play it. Like they're not going to be like, "Oh, how do I fit my ship? How do I shoot guns?" Like they're going to be able to fit their ship, go into space. Like maybe they're not good solo or small gang PvPers, and that's okay cuz not a lot of people are, but they're going to at least know what the hell they're doing in the game. So like that will make it fun. The one people I am missing though, and it's not on this list, but I really hope Lucy Liu and CCP Alpha show up because they have been like flying together for it feels
Yeah,
like
Alpha.
months.
Old
Yeah.
old CCP Vesna Prishla.
Yeah, like
Prishla.
yeah.
I can't even say the name. It's my Russian is awful.
yeah,
My
but they've been
Russian's
flying together for
non-existent.
months. Yeah, so I'm hoping they maybe show up. Maybe they'll show up at a different time zone. It'll be great. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I
watching
like that.
Chernobyl does not make you give you the ability to speak Russian. Just so you know, Drayden. That's just not.
Prove it.
I can't speak Russian. I watched it. I can.
Does
I do have several Russian comments that I've saved in my bio though that I could copy and paste into fucking local chat because it's funny.
You're just bad, Dom.
I am bad. Yeah, I can't. You can't speak Russian either. You barely speak English.
Does this
I
hat
can't
let
speak
you
English. I don't
speak
know what you're
Russian?
talking about.
Does this hat let you
Oh.
speak Russian?
Okay.
What hat?
All right. I'll be right back. All right. All right. You got
Man,
it.
you're gonna shave
You're
your
good.
head now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In here a second.
Yeah.
Actually, I just plugged the clipper. That's what I was doing. I was plugging the clippers in. They went to turn them on. They didn't turn on. I'm like, what the fuck?
You can't not
The
shave
first
your head
thing you
because
no, it was
clippers
just
don't
to make
work.
plug
Sure,
I
you
put in.
have the
They're
electric plugged
working.
in.
Did
They're
you
working. They're good.
did you charge them?
No, it's clippers. You plug.
Oh,
It's fine.
It's like,
The extension cord I put them in, like they didn't work. So like, fuck. So I changed it out. It works. So. I'll be right
oh,
back.
okay. I thought you were trying to say this. I thought I was like,
No,
watch,
no,
watch.
it's
Dom is
happening.
like, oh man,
It's
the
happening.
battery's dead. It's like reverse 4 hours in the day. He's just like, and just leaves it running on the counter. He's like, oh no, the battery.
He would
died.
never do that.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, yeah, right here in the tech support. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? Did you make sure all the cables are connected correctly in the proper positions? But yeah, we never mentioned. Okay, yeah. So the Stream Dream Teams 2. I feel like it's like, what was that? Yeah, they don't fit Sikander. I've tried it. Like that's the old hat, like old school story way back on. It wasn't even Open Comms. It was the DJ Big Country show when it was still on Eve Radio, and we weren't even doing video back then. It was just an audio broadcast.
Yep. I remember those days.
And I did a that's when we were what? My cat's meowing. But we were doing a little skit thing because we were a pet alliance under Solar Fleet, and MacTep was like this whole like the whole like persona of MacTep. We all envisioned him as like this like Soviet leader. I mean, he wasn't, but we joke around about it. And then so I just came on and did like a caricature impersonation of MacTep, and it was like a horrible like FPS Russia style accent that I did with this whole skit with Giles. Giles was a guy back in the day, and then when we went on video, I brought MacTep back, and I like got this shirt that looked like a military dress shirt, and then I went to a craft store and got some like red felt and cut it for like strips for like epaulets and like put all these things on. I got that hat. That's actually it's not a real hat, but it's a replica hat of like old like 1960s Soviet era officer's hat. It's like some artillery captain's hat, or I don't remember. And I got it. It actually got shipped from Moscow over here. So, and I
still have it?
Yeah, I just put it on. I just had it, but it's like I still have it. It's like I had that shipped over just for a fucking like one-time skit on Twitch. I don't know. It was funny. It was funny. You had to see it, type of thing. Made in China, shipped from no. It was made from a company in Moscow that does old Soviet replica stuff. They mainly make uniforms for like reenactment stuff, but not as much reenactments, but like movies and set pieces and costumes for like for shows and plays and stuff like that.
Do you think they made the props for Lord of War?
I don't know. I love that movie. We were actually talking a while back that Nicolas Cage came up. It was because Nicolas Cage is gonna. I don't know if you heard, Rain, but we were talking about Nicholas. So Tiger King, obviously they're doing a.
Oh yeah,
they're doing a mini series of. They're going into like pre-production of it, a mini series about Joe Exotic, and Nicolas Cage is gonna play Joe Exotic, and so we started getting to talking like what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie, and I think Lord of War is my favorite Nick Cage movie. It has to be. A lot of people are saying Gone in 60 Seconds and things like
Here
that.
you go. This is the best Russian hat for you. There.
Gone in
How
60
can you say
seconds.
that's
This
your
doesn't
favorite?
fit me. I would wear it, but it doesn't
And
fit my head.
Ushanka? You got the
This actually
Ushanka?
was off of an actual
can't
Russian
say that's your
soldier that I
favorite.
got in East Berlin when I was there.
Oh,
You can't say that's your favorite Nicolas Cage if it's not fucking American Treasure, okay?
We can say
National
whatever
Treasure?
We
You
want
don't even know the
because
name of the
that
movie,
movie's
Ray.
called
It's National Treasure.
You don't even know what your favorite Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage
you
movie
don't
I
even
is?
know.
know.
Have you seen the
I
movie?
got half of it right, okay? It's where he
Yeah,
steals the
it's
Declaration of
2
Independence.
words.
The worst part that
Rain, you got to go watch
That treasure movie.
Lord of War. It is an
Yeah, have you
excellent
not seen
movie.
Lord of War? It's got
I actually haven't.
are you guys kidding me?
I would
The
actually
best fucking
say
Nicolas Cage movie is Ghost Rider.
Well, obviously
gotta
it's
go.
Wicker Man.
Okay.
It's got to be Wicker Man. I mean,
Wasn't he an 8mm? That's a
he was an 8mm. Yeah.
Hey, can we just do shots to do shots?
yes.
Yeah,
that
we can
okay?
do shots for
I do
shots.
them all the
Hell
time.
yeah, Redline, you
Shots for
fucking
shots.
cam
That's what this
whore.
show was founded on.
So this is shots pre-hair. We'll do shots post-hair.
Not the bees. All right, shots.
Are you cutting the goatee too?
Fuck no.
No, that's not his head.
I don't think
That's
Redline's
100%
That's his.
eyebrow
That's his
rings.
face, not his head. Head is like from the nose up.
He's got to shave his eyebrows then?
Rain, I can do whatever I want.
Oh, that's a good
Redline,
point.
you
That's a
can't
good
talk
point.
until you're on camera.
Why you gotta pressure the man to be on camera? He came on camera last week.
Yeah, why is he on this week? Wait, he wasn't on.
What?
Oh
You
yeah,
came
he
on
was
camera while I was gone. You
He
fucking-
did.
Yeah, he did.
I was on camera on Lasers and Lace too
Yeah.
for a whole show.
That was the actual thing. I was like, oh man, I was. I'm not gonna say I felt betrayed, but I was a little sad that you made your camera debut on Lasers and Lace.
No,
I actually didn't make my camera debut on Lasers and Lace.
Oh.
I made my
You did it.
camera debut on Trash Talk Friday when you guys took a break from Open Comms for a week.
That's right. It was. I thought it was Trash Talk Tuesday, but it was Friday.
Yeah, that was what 4 or 5 weeks ago. That was the
It's been a while, yeah.
yeah. Although
Oh my God,
I would
is
say
he
like
wearing a towel?
I was not sad
you
at
having
this
your
point. I
wife
mean,
helping?
like
No,
Lasers
she
and Lace is
might
a good
help
show,
me
though.
fix it. If I look like a nuclear fallout survivor, then she'll probably fix it.
Oh, we're doing this now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm
let's
getting
do
ready
it.
to. Getting ready. I got to
Yeah.
work up to it.
All right, we'll do this
So I
now.
won't be able to hear you. Oh, I don't have a speaker.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like
You
while
don't
you're
want
doing
to
it,
having
we'll be
sex.
commentating.
You don't
We
have
can.
to work up to it.
I don't have to work up to having sex. That seems weird.
Oh, you just.
Narc.
You have to work up to it?
Narc.
Hold on.
You
I
don't have
won't
to
be able to hear you guys.
He's just like, boop, ready
I don't have a speaker.
and
Yeah,
done.
just
Chad
do it.
Kroger's ghost. Chad Kroger's ghost.
Don't pee in my chair. I can't
Hey,
now.
Mr.
There's a
Unlucky.
towel in it. I can pee in it all I want.
Dude, I've seen
That's
Rain
true.
eat so many pieces of string cheese tonight. It's not even funny.
Well, I literally
Rain-
ate two.
Rain,
I love
string
string
cheese
I
is
like
probably
string
the
cheese.
second
been
best
sitting
thing
there
ever
for the last
created
59
behind
minutes.
cheese curds.
Yeah,
Just-
So I
I've
get
seen-
it.
String
Yes.
cheese after
Those are the
string
same
cheese.
thing. They're both mozzarella. They're just in different form. One's in a little ball and one's in a
Hold your-
tube.
What? You don't have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
What do you mean? One's
Cheese
in a
curds are
ball?
not mozzarella cheese. They
Yes,
can be
they
any
are.
they
can
can
any
be.
kind of cheese.
They
All
can.
Yeah, but
They
they're
can be
normally
any cheese.
mozzarella
Like
cheese.
cheese
In fact,
curds are
there's
just
a place
little.
right by where you're from.
Do
that
you
has
know
Gouda
how
ca-
fat I
has
am?
Gouda,
Don't tell me about
cheese
cheese
curds.
curds.
You have to live
Redline,
next
are
to
you
Wisconsin.
gonna announce? Are you gonna announce your challenge right now?
Red lights
What
like
should-
my weight is like reciprocal to.
I
not
eat so
reciprocal.
much
My weight is
cheese, if I don't
corollary
eat
to
cheese,
my
I can't.
cheese knowledge.
He's not regular.
Can you even call yourself American if you're not obsessed with string cheese?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I love
Yes,
cheese.
You
No.
can.
You know, I'm so American. I don't even
would be
peel my
wrong.
string cheese. I just like eat it.
All
just-
cheese
That
I
is
comes in
not
curds
American.
first until they
I
put it
just
in
eat
sauce
it.
and squeeze it
You are
together. so.
literally a mutant person if you take a bite
It's
out of a
just
stick of string cheese. Just
yeah,
straight
yeah.
up
I
without
just
peeling
bite the
it.
string cheese. It's just cheese.
No,
I
I
want to
think
You're a
eat it.
lizard
Why would I
person,
spend the
dude.
Why would I spend the
Straight
time
line
and
That's the way to
effort?
do it.
sideways.
No, you're,
Why do I spend the
you
time and
bitch.
effort to peel my string cheese when I can just eat it?
What you do
Because
is you
you
bite it at
prolong
the
it,
middle
dude.
or at the end, and then you
Well,
peel it with your mouth.
I only bite as much as I need a bite. I don't.
Packet creeper is
What do you
correct.
see? Like
Cheese
bite it in the
rub,
middle. Like
Okay,
you just
right.
like
here's
do
the
you like
question.
put half the whole?
Yeah, you just bite in the
All-
middle.
All cheese.
Oh wait. But,
Now here's the question.
What?
You don't do that though. That's not how you
I
do
do,
it.
but Ackroth
You
and Drayden,
use
I bite
a
it as well.
string cheese.
see,
peeler
Akaroth is with
for
me.
it.
Akaroth,
I'm with
he
you
just
too,
bites
Drayden.
his
I do the
string
same
cheese
thing.
too. Everyone that's a string cheese biter, put a B in chat. Everyone's a string cheese peeler, put a P.
And also,
both.
please report to the execution well because you're a lizard person.
Look at all those bees. Look at all those bees.
Yeah,
Like,
B for they blink sideways.
If
Yeah.
Drayden knew how to, we could have a
fucking
a
please.
poll, but we don't know how to do that.
Rayo Hatra, thanks for the sub, man. String cheese anonymous. Yeah, like my name's Drayden, and I'm addicted to string cheese. Hey, Drayden.
I gotta finish my beer first because I don't.
It's like I've never been to a meeting before.
Dre, let me tell
Blazing
you, I
Bunny
am so
subscribed.
sad.
Oh,
There's some time,
Blazing.
Blazing. Been about ready to
Is
shoot
Blazing
the
gonna
What
hop
the
video.
on?
fuck
I
is
am-
he here? Hello?
He just got
Yeah,
here.
I'm
I'm
going
so
on
fucking
further.
sad. I wanted to buy one of these Open Comms hats that I made, but the hats are sold out.
Yeah, yeah. I
The
still
actual
have
hat
to.
itself is
You
sold
made
out.
a hat and then you can't buy it.
Here's the
That's
fucked up
kinda
thing.
sad.
Lazy Buddy subscribes at tier 3. We don't even have a tier 3 emote for him.
Why you make it the shitty puffer fish that he always subs
With
for?
the finger on it, with the thinking thing. That's what you should make it.
No,
Yeah.
but so he enjoys spending his
Another thorax
well-earned
joke.
chat points to make the pufferfish with the thinking hand.
How do you
You
do
need
that? I don't
you
even
need
know
more
how to do
chat point things, cause like
Yeah, we
I
gotta
have
we gotta
5,000.
actually make some things. We gotta change them up. I need
You gotta
to
do
look
one
into
for shots.
No, because look
One
at how many.
for
Look,
science.
there hasn't been any use for points. Like I have 42,000 points. If we do points for shots, we're gonna die in
Brandon,
about
you're the
50.
streamer.
The first
You don't
30
put the
minutes
points
of
in,
the
other
show
people
we
put the
add
points
that,
in.
we'll all be dead.
You can limit it. You can limit it to redemption, so you can maybe say like 5 per stream.
Yeah, see,
Quick,
he just
someone
yeah, see,
give
he
me a
just
sub
that's
on Portal.
every time he comes on, he redeems his thinking puffer.
Drayden, didn't we try that once when BC was here and we were so effed up that
We
didn't
did a
even stop the
donation thing.
show?
We were doing a donation thing, and it was for a charity. We're like,
Yeah.
and we made the mistake of telling people $10 for a shot because we're like, oh, $10. And people aren't going to donate $10. And like $580 later, we were
all hammered.
we were unable to sit up straight. It was and then. And I
I'd
think
like to
we
sound
even
that.
halfway through upped it to like, okay, we got to change it because we are
Yo,
way
it's
too
a
drunk.
hype
We got to
Dude,
change
it
it to
is
$20
literally a
$20 for a shot, and even after
It's a
that,
level
people
3 hype
still
train.
people just kept.
If we
What's
if
that
we get a
mean?
level 4 hype train, I'll chug the rest of this.
What's that mean?
Whatever.
Same. I'll chug a Chewy
Aaron,
with
Aaron
Rain
Rod,
on
thanks
cam.
for the
what-
resub.
what-
A
How does
truly
this-
is
how does
like
this
a
work?
fraction of this. So like they give bits or sub, and I think it goes up.
Cypher,
Thank you
thanks.
so for the bit cipher.
No problem.
Yo, Arian
That's all I had
Harad,
left.
have you also had your COVID vaccine? Because
I had the first
have
one.
also experienced an increase in my efficiency using Microsoft SharePoint.
Yeah,
Also, the signal on my 5G device has gotten significantly stronger
actually-
for some reason.
Dude,
all
my
of a-
phone says 5G now too. That's so weird.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like, you know what? I never heard of SharePoint before, but I kind of have a feeling I know what it is. But let me go search Bing real fast to see what it is.
Why would you search Bing?
What?
Oh,
What?
you
You
should've
don't
been so
use
bad.
Bing,
Bing
Dom?
is a superior
Dude, have you
Yeah,
had your-
Bing's
protocol.
So
pretty
bad.
good.
Have
I
you
don't know
have you
about
had
Bing
your
is terrible.
vaccine, Dom? Like, dude,
It's the
You-
default on Edge, Dom.
you know Bing is the
So
next
bad.
best search engine in the world, right? It gets you where you want to go.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think Dom's an
Doesn't mean-
anti-vaxxer.
He's an anti-vaxxer, dude.
Dom,
I
you
got my
were the
second. I got my
person-
second round
Blink.
today. So
Blink for me.
You got the Moderna one then. You didn't get the cool Pfizer.
I
Ooh.
did
I
get
got-
the Moderna.
I got
Actually,
Moderna.
yeah, you're right. I did get
I
the
like-
You
Moderna.
got the Moderna. Okay.
Fuck
Who would get the
you.
Moderna
He got a
one,
flu
dude?
shot. He got
I
the
like
wrong
Moderna.
shot completely.
Yeah, you legit got a
placebo.
fucking shot full of sugar water.
I hope so. Then
It
I
was a
won't get fucking
placebo.
side effects. So fuck it. I want to be.
Oh,
a super
Malkuth,
spreader. I
dude.
think
Well,
it's fun.
Malkuth, when you get your second shot, you'll get that 5G coming in, piping hot.
Yeah. And also
Fire.
the 5Ds of flu symptoms.
No, I go in for my man. So I'm glad. Like little tangent, of course, like we always do.
No way.
Yeah, imagine that. So I got my first shot like a week and a half ago or something. So my next shot was supposed to be 2 weeks from tonight. Well, 11 in the morning. But all of a sudden, luckily, because I didn't get a push notification, which is usually the only reason I check my email, other than like once a month to just clear out basically everything because it's all garbage. But I was going through there, and luckily it was near the top because I clicked on my spam folder, and right near the top was an email from the health district thing that I'm going through to get the shots, and it was basically a thing saying, "Hey, by the way, scheduling issues. We've automatically moved your second COVID shot date to 2 days earlier than you're scheduled." I'm like, fucking, I'm glad
Hell
I saw.
yeah,
I'm glad I
dude.
saw. Well, yeah, that's cool, but it's like I'm glad I saw
So-
that because I'd have showed up on that Friday and they're like, "Oh no, you're supposed to be here 2 days ago. You got to get back in the queue line online, and
Just
we'll see you in like 2 weeks or some shit."
Starlink order.
Just remember, you're not immune until 2 weeks after the COVID vaccination. That's
The
what the
second
doctor
one.
told
Two
me
to-
this
two
evening.
to
Or if
three,
you have a
yeah,
sufficient
two-
amount of
2 to
THC
3.
in your system, you are immune.
But yeah,
But I
so
told the doctor, he was like, out of curiosity, which vaccine are you getting? And then I told him Pfizer, and he smiled, and he said, just remember, you're not immune for 2 weeks until after your
they
second
both say
dose.
that for.
You
Why
be
did he
safe
care
out
which
there."
one? Why did he care which one? Because they both say that.
I don't know.
Yeah, they all say
They
that.
all say, like-
because he probably
JJ.
gets money from Pfizer.
Yeah,
that's why
it's
he's smiling.
like two to 3 weeks after your second shot is when they consider you fully immunized, so where you're no longer able to catch it or transmit. Like you're not a carrier. Like it's not perfect, but it's like what 96-98% or something.
I've
like
never
that. So
used the Bing
It's
Maps.
close enough that's like that's as
Aaron
good as you're
Rod,
gonna
but
get.
I would believe that because Google Maps suck.
Hey Dom, I just DM'd you something. You want that?
In Discord or where?
Discord.
Aziel. Oh, Aziel, what's up, man?
Someone. Oh hell yes.
Thanks for the reset,
Oh,
man.
hey, how's he doing?
Yeah,
What's it say behind it?
I actually haven't
Is
talked
that
to
just
Aziel in
the
a while.
Tag.
Dude, we're
just
so
says
wait,
passion.
40 more
That's fucking
seconds till we're
fantastic,
at
dude.
level 4 hype train.
Can you
We're
get it?
halfway there. Oh, a couple more
Send me the
subs,
link and
couple
I'll
more
order it.
bits, and
Yeah,
we'll
you need a
fucking
bit
make
more
it.
bit, but
How much you want to
Bit
pay
more
for it?
biddies.
What's it? $20?
Let me-
30
let me
bucks?
find
I don't
out.
know.
20 bucks. Oh,
but
come on,
Dom,
I don't know what it costs.
not to procrastinate,
Sick.
but like you, those,
I'm procrastinating a
Are
little
those
bit.
are those
I
are those
heard it.
clippers working, man? Like, now hold on, Dom. Do you
Okay,
have a
yeah,
job you have to go to?
well,
You're gonna like show up bald and they're gonna be like,
Not yet.
what happened?
Bald? No, we're not.
Those
going
are
bald.
some thick clippers. Those look like it's gonna trim you
Hey,
down
they
to like
are.
a,
Get
I
the
want-
subs, dude.
oh Ray.
Hey,
100%.
Oh,
level 3,
shit.
Keep going, keep it up.
Rayo
You're
with the
400.
bits.
Strega.
Stragok with the subs, dude. Thanks for
Hey,
There was
there's
a-
two more levels.
Strega with
the
One
gifted.
dash
Did you
on
shave
this
her head?
bitch.
Hype train.
Holy shit,
baby.
Strega, thanks for all the gifted subs. My
You're
God.
amazing, dude.
Level 3
All
complete,
right.
dude.
That's fantastic.
What were you gonna do for level 3 rating?
We're level 5. Level 5.
Oh, you're gonna chug that.
Level
Me and-
5? Oh shit. I
me
have to
and
check
Ray
You
this.
Yeah.
both
drink. You have to
chug
drink
drinks.
all
Alright,
that
Redline,
plus
Redline,
one
you-
more.
Yeah.
I'm
He
down.
went above and beyond.
I'll chug 2 of those, okay? I'll chug 2 of my cheerleaders.
You have to go on screen. You have to go
I
on
don't have
camera.
2
Wait,
of these.
You have to go on
Wait,
camera.
is
to
that
do
level
it.
3 or is that level 5?
5?
Level
5.
5
The
is
5
complete.
completed.
We
We're
are,
level
we are
6.
going to
Oh,
level
God.
6.
Get on camera right now.
62%
No,
to
no,
level
we're-
6.
Yeah. So
Almost
Odin Trisk, which part of his head is being shaved? All of it. Well, not his face. So he's keeping his eyebrow. We'll let him keep his eyebrows and his goatee, but the rest has
Let
to
me.
go.
Let me.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
let.
gonna do
we'll-
it at this
we'll-
one right
we'll let
here.
it- we'll
this
let it
clipper.
we'll let
I'm
it
doing
slide
this
down.
little thing here first because I don't want to look like I'm in a nuclear fallout page. Or
Yeah, we'll let
victim
it
of
slide down. We'll let it slide. But
I may go smarter. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
but
If anybody remembers me from before COVID, I used to have a shaved head.
oh, I don't.
I used to have high and tight all the time. So I was like,
I
no big deal.
don't
I just
remember you having
never
a
got it
shaved
myself
head. I remember you
before.
having shorter
I'm a little nervous
hair.
about cutting myself.
I remember you having shorter hair. I remember like when you went on Trash Talk Tuesday, I saw you with the long hair. I'm like, whoa. Or no, you came on our show before Trash Talk Tuesday even started.
Yeah.
You came on our show a few times, and I was like, holy
So I
shit,
haven't
you
cut
got
it in
some
2
long
years.
locks, dude.
It's been like a year and 3/4. I haven't cut it. So
But
yeah, get the clip. Nah, screw it.
yeah.
I'll
So
just do it.
what's with like the
Goddamn.
1.5 inch clipper?
It's 7/8 of an inch. That's the way.
That's
I can
almost
get
a
it to-
full inch. That's not a shaved
Almost
head,
full
Dom.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
that's
no,
not a
no,
shaved
no,
head.
no. I'm not saying.
No,
Like,
no,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
yeah,
I'm
but
not. No, I'm
wait,
not.
wait,
fresh.
wait, wait.
Dom.
We're not expecting a razor. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
expecting, like, a
Dom.
razor.
If it's a job thing,
You got to do it like you're just joining the army.
Dom,
Again.
I'm not
You
saying
can
like
kiss
you
my ass, I
gotta.
ain't
I'm
doing
not
it.
saying you gotta do it like you're joining it. Like if you got a job thing, you can keep your hair respectable because I understand that.
I don't have a
Like
job.
I
thing.
can't.
At
I
work, have to
wouldn't.
wear
I wouldn't
fucking,
go into my
one of
job
those
with a
stupid
shaved
little
head. That's
things
why
over
I've
your
never
head
done a
to
thing.
the OR,
With,
so
I,
it's not really a job.
I would be cool shaving my head, but I can't really. If I went
Is
to
that
work,
better?
like,
That's a half inch.
you could do the full inch. That's fine.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
she
no. I
said.
don't want to. Yeah, Spider did it. It's right. For the
Yeah,
punch
yeah.
donation.
Half inch is fine. Half inch is fine.
And Rain's gonna do it as well. That's somebody
No, I was.
Yeah,
gonna
Rain,
shave
you
my
gonna
head
do a
at
half inch?
40 at 40,000.
Rain's gonna
we
do
had
a
gotten to 40,000, but we
Has
only
the
got.
entire thing.
Oh
got
wait,
to
Rain, you were
40,000?
gonna
I
shave
think
your
it
head to a
has.
half inch if it was
Yeah,
40,000.
I was gonna shave my head if we got 40,000.
Why didn't someone donate $30,000?
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, hello,
Hey,
billionaires.
let me just pull that out of my butt, Drayton.
Come
Where's
on.
that tax refund?
Jeez,
guys?
like, come on. Where's all the RMTers when you need them?
Yeah.
Give back to the community.
Alright, I'm gonna chug this shit right now, Rain.
I'm still chugging. I'm like,
I'll do
That's
a shot
not
with you
chugging.
guys.
Like-
It's not chugging if you
Okay.
stop.
I have to breathe, you idiot.
Breathe through your nose.
It's hard.
Okay, so it's hard. Do it anyway.
I want to say so much, but I'm holding back because it's rain.
You all
It
Alright, give me
is
some.
it is harder to
Carbon.
chug carbonated stuff. I will give it that. But
Wow, motherfucker.
and also like even though those cans have like the I don't even know what they call them. I call them the glug stoppers.
The lug stoppers.
It's like the wide mouth thing that prevents like the chug-a-lugs, but
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you guys.
Right, Dom, let's go, baby.
Hell yeah, let's do
Hey,
it.
can you full screen Dom?
Oh yeah,
Can
yeah.
you full
Let's
screen
let's,
Dom
let's
for
bring
this?
this up.
yeah, full screen it.
Full screen.
Full
No, we don't want
screen
that.
beautiful specimen that is
We'll
Dom and
bring
I.
it
I
out
do want
nice
somebody to
and
clip
we'll bring it out
somebody
nice
clip
and
it
like.
up. I want to
Look
get
at
this
hair.
on. I need to send this.
Look
to
at how
somebody.
good his hair looks right now, dude. Can I pay 5,000 for him not to shave it?
Dude, look at that headbang.
I mean, if you want to give it to the charity.
Little bald spot
or
on
bald-
top though.
There we go. There we go. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Little shiny
Beggar.
up there.
yeah. There we go.
Little
That's,
shiny on top.
Bigger.
Yeah, there's a spot up there. It's getting
No,
old.
that's a good lock of hair though.
this
Dom.
is kind of
So,
a travesty
Here's,
seeing
here's
this
a question
go.
for you. Should I put it in a ponytail and cut it off? And what's the
Yes.
length that needs to be to give it away? You don't
Like
know.
12 inches, I think.
Nah,
Yeah, it's got to be
long.
12 inches. It's really hard to do. Your hair's not
I don't
long
think
enough.
I don't think it's that long. I think it's like 7 inches.
I don't think it's that long.
Yeah, remember when
It's
I had
okay.
the hippie hair, Dom? I tried donating mine, and they said they
do,
probably
yeah.
won't take it because it wasn't long enough. I think they got 12 inches or 11 and a half inches off of it.
And
You
I
can
don't
still
have a
donate it, and I'll
I
give
don't
you
have
the
scissors
other
down
3
here.
inches later.
what?
Level 5
See,
complete.
being too short, that's been my problem forever.
All right. So while wait, can you hear us, Dom? Too? Can you hear us, Dom?
I put speakers on.
Okay. Cool. Because I was gonna
So I
say.
pushed the shock.
I would say
push
this
the
is a
shock
good
going.
time while Dom is. We can get into the meat and potatoes because this is obviously I'm considering the meat and potatoes discussion for tonight. It's not necessarily Eve related, but it's very CCP related. Let me get you a link in chat.
Is it the shooter?
It is the shooter.
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hopeful
we can
it works.
hear you. So there's a link in chat. So there was an article put out, and it's been on multiple places, but this is the one that I think was this is the one I was linked to first, and it's the one I think is like one of the better articles. So WCCF Tech. So it's essentially oh shit, here we go. Look at the trepidation. Oh, he's going
no,
for it. He's just
oh,
no
no.
hesitation.
He's doing it.
He's in it.
Here it is.
Oh,
He's in it
that's
to win it. Look at
so
all that hair.
much.
What a
Just
Oh my
trooper.
God,
gone.
that's
What a
so
trooper.
much hair, dude.
Just gone. Here it
He needed-
goes.
I actually-
needed-
I
He
actually
needed
may
that-
need help with this.
He needed
Yeah,
that.
you better call your
manscaper,
wife
dude.
then.
I'll come help you, man. I'll be there like. on
No,
Mo-
he's getting.
I'll be
it.
there
I
on
mean,
Monday.
Like, it's coming out.
Oh, dude, your hairline is further back than my parents at my graduation ceremony.
I'm probably older than they were.
Jesus, Redline.
I don't even remember my graduation ceremony. You must be really young, Redline.
I'm gonna do a shot. I'm gonna do a shot for Dom doing this right now.
Shots for Dom.
Shots for Dom. Dude, your space.
Look
Belt
at
the
his
loader.
faces. Do you see the faces
He-
he's making?
I mean,
Well,
I
he's
mean,
doing
I
it.
mean,
He's
when
so
I-
worried.
when
He's
I-
so
when I-
worried.
When I find my hair like that, like I make that face. That's a perfectly reasonable face.
It's getting.
Well,
caught
how
in the
often do you
clippers.
find your
need
hair
to
getting
cut it
shaved down to
first.
half
Yeah,
an
did
inch?
you
Randy?
oil the Dom? Did you oil the blades?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Oh, good. Yeah. I would say he's going through quick, and there's no ripping and tearing. Like there's.
Oh, it's going good.
Can you give us a mullet before you go all the way? Nope. No, can't.
He's
I
like,
don't think I
he
can.
kind of no. He kind of just
gotta
has a
switch it up.
mullet right now. If you
Right
look.
now, yeah,
That's
about right
true.
now. It's
Yeah,
mullet,
like he's already got the front. He started with the front middle, so like
so I need to. Yeah, we're pretty close.
You gotta go side to side
Yeah.
like Ariana Grande.
front.
I
Also,
thought about
someone
doing a
just
mohawk, but
competed
I'm not
Dirk,
that
so I need
fucking
to leave.
talented.
I thought everyone was taught front to back as a kid, so.
Shut the fuck up, Drake.
I was waiting.
Wait, what?
If you ever have a daughter, front to back.
I think it's just anyone front to back.
Well, boys don't have to do
I
that.
just got that. Jesus
No,
Christ.
because you don't have to worry about infection if you go back to front, but you still got to worry about like the. You don't want to smear things on.
You wanna-
You don't want to smear things on the skin chandelier. Like they just you don't go back to front. You always
what
go
he's
front.
trying to say.
You always
what
go
he's
bun-
trying to say is he doesn't want to have a dirty tank.
That's
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No. Yeah. Let's
why you take a
stop.
shower.
Let's stop and let's transition because like, we
Oh
don't
my
need
god,
to,
rain that
we do
face.
not need to get into this conversation. Anyway, so we're gonna get back into
Someone
the
clip
first
right
person
now.
shooter.
Clip, please.
Shut up, Red Light. I was
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna go back into the
I'm gonna
first.
turn that into a GIF.
So first person shooter. Real quick, well not quick announcement. So CCP is going back into the first-person shooter market. Again,
What?
4th time. So I'm calling it Dust 4.0. They are not releasing a name that, you know, because obviously, okay, so they had Dust 514.
Yes.
Didn't work out. Then they went to Project Legion. That didn't even get off the ground really. Like that didn't really have a playable demo. I don't even think, as far as I remember. And then you had Project Nova. They had Project Nova that you could play. 2018 eVegas, they brought a Project Nova demo to play. And then later, literally that same year, so it was within like a month or two after eVegas, they announced that Project Nova was kaput. And
It was like that December, January.
yeah,
yes.
they were canning because it was because I was looking and they said late 2018 they announced the cutting of Project Nova, but 2018 eVegas, which was in October, they had a playable demo for it. So it was within like a month or two of that they were like, yeah, nope, this game's done. So here they are again, 4th time around, 4th rendition. They're going to be getting back into the first-person shooter mode. They're going to be trying to make a game work. This article is talking about, so they're speaking with the PR guy from CCP, and I'm glad they keep wanting to follow this, because if they make a good FPS game, it could be really fun, right? It could be.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Like, Dom's worried. Like, Dom's gonna look good when this is done. It's gonna be like the same.
How is he so fucking attractive with short hair? What the fuck?
Have you met Dom?
Yes.
Dom's just an
multiple
attractive
times.
man.
Dom is so handsome, dude. Like, just in general, one of the most handsome dudes.
Yeah. So, the
We
current.
just gotta buy him some of that.
Okay, I think I
spray
need to go
hair.
have the wife fix it.
Yeah.
Dom, I will say.
Yeah,
right
you got
now,
the
looks pretty
initial.
decent.
Yeah, so you got the
Get
initial
off
bit.
your shirt. Get off your shirt too. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
so much
you.
hair.
You got.
You're gonna need a shower.
You
after
got
this
you
show,
got the
buddy.
Bigfoot. Go. Oh my God! Look at that.
This is the pile I put on the desk. There's way more on the
Why
floor.
are you choking, Rain? It's just hair.
That nasty, dude. Like,
It's just hair. Why is hair
It's
gross?
not a fur ball.
Why is hair
Dude.
gross?
because like it gets in your carpets, in your drains, like.
There's no drains in his computer room, Rain.
Stop making that fucking sound, please.
It reminds me so much of my roommate. My roommate has a weak gag reflex, and there was a time where, like, I'm not even kidding. There was a time where one of the dogs like got a hold of a whole box of Oreos and ate the whole thing. Now, luckily, it's not like Baker's chocolate, so they weren't worried about the dog dying. They weren't worried about the dog dying, but like
What does that have to do with your roommate's gag reflex?
well, no, no, not that. Stop.
Why is the dog important?
No, you have to listen to the whole story to get the. So.
Keep talking. I'm gonna throw up my mango. Like.
But no, so like the dog, like it's like it wasn't. They weren't worried about the dog dying, but like, you know, obviously it's milk chocolate isn't. It's not good for dogs, but it's not going to kill them. But the dog like it like threw up all over the living room, and like he just like he didn't know, and obviously he turned around and saw the piles. He's like. He just started like, oh my God, I can't, like, because he like has like a weak stomach, so he's like.
Dom got fucking hair in his mouth, dude.
I was like,
It's the worst.
I was like, what's wrong? I was like, I was like, what's? Why
It was
is
really
hair
hard not to
gross?
gag.
I don't.
You're
Okay,
like, oh my hair.
I don't know why hair is
Oh, my head
gross.
feels
It's just
so much better
hair.
now, though.
Like it was on
Rain,
his head, and now
stop.
it's just stop. It was just on his head. And now it's not. Why is it gross? I don't
I'm
get it.
that puffer fish, like.
No, that's not
It's
the
gross
puffer
because
fish.
it doesn't belong in your mouth.
Hair should not be in your mouth. No.
I'll be right back.
But hold on. So, first-person shooter. We gotta go to the first-person shooter.
So
So
what I read the article. What CCP said was right. So they called off Nova, but if you read what they were talking about Nova, so they kind of scrapped it, but they're bringing it back in a sense. So not completely starting from scratch, sort of thing. they're rebuilding a team.
They keep reiterating it. So here's the thing:
Yes.
they're using Unreal 4
but-
engine, but that they were doing that
well,
before,
they're
and that's
not-
fine.
They're not talking about a project name. They're not introducing it. What they want to do is fully come public with it. Like that was the big message I got really out of that article.
Well, yeah. So yeah, they don't want to give it a product because in the past everyone keeps focusing on the product. They're like, oh, Legion, Nova, and like Dust. They're just like, hey, we're working on a thing, and I think that it just kind of shows they aren't like committing to like this is a solid. They want to work on it first. I'm fine with that. And I hope that CCP understands like as soon as this article came out, and other ones have come out too on other sites, that there's a lot of skepticism in the EVE community. And I hope that CCP does understand that there is a reason for that skepticism, because this is the 4th attempt and the previous 2 didn't even get very far. The Dust was probably the furthest they got, and that kind of fell flat. I played Dust. I did the beta thing, and it felt kind of
Funky.
It not even it just
Clunky.
felt plain. It didn't really feel like it was that. It felt like an indie game. It didn't feel like a awesome FPS. Like the obviously when I played it, it was mostly beta still, but still it was. It was just you spawn in the ship, you go down, you shoot people in a small arena, and it looked like a laser tag course. You know, it was just like some random stuff in the way. It wasn't even like, you know, when you go into like Call of Duty or these other games, like it's like a full broke down city. And it's like they have this whole thing like buildings you go into, shops and like streets, and they go into detail. Whereas this was just, it felt like a paintball course. It felt like it was just we gotta block, you know, line of vision to certain areas, so we're just gonna put these obstacles in the way, and they're just there. So it didn't feel super great. And the main, CCP Swift is here. Oh man, Swift, don't now. Swift comes in when I'm criticizing the stuff, but I'm just listening. My criticism builds into hopefulness. Just listen. But I'm saying
he says we're the shittiest team in that 3v3. So we
I
gotta
didn't
show 'em
say
up,
that.
okay?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No,
dude.
I didn't. Well,
I fucking screenshotted it.
you can screenshot it audio.
Games.
But anyway, so Dust was, it had this kind of paintball feel. It kind of just felt cookie cutter. It didn't feel amazing. The one thing that the main focus that Dust had, that everyone was focused on, was that it was going to have integration in with EVE. That was this whole cross-platform thing that everyone was like super hyped about. And it sounded good on paper, but in actuality what it was on the Dust side, it's like, okay, you have these orbital bombardments basically you can call down if you get kill streaks. And if you have someone in EVE up above shooting down onto the planet, it just makes the orbital bombardment a little bit bigger. That's the benefit you get. So it's kind of negligible because
It was
you
fun
can't
to do.
It was, but the thing was it was not what people were thinking. They were thinking there's gonna be much more of an intricate like ships shooting on the planet and all this, but you can't just have that in an FPS because it would be super unfair if a bunch of people on one side showed up in space to shoot them and the other side didn't, and now it's just like you got orbital bombardments going all over the place and you have to try and fight people at FPS style. So I get, and then on the other side of EVE, you had to fly to a planet, connect to a district, and then just wait for someone to get a kill streak long enough to get an orbital bombardment, and then you could fire down, and your effect was a slightly larger bombardment. So it just kind of felt lackluster on both sides. And as far as the Dust side, all you got was a bigger bombardment. On the EVE side, even if your team won, and it was all in faction warfare space, if your team won, your benefit was, I think, like a 10% increase to Plex capture speeds or something like that. It was like you basically got a little bit of bonus to your what do you call it? Warp core stabilizer camping. Is this, you gotta sit there for less time with your, you know, max warp core stab ship.
Yeah.
So the integration that sounded awesome didn't work out. And the other thing is the EVE people in the EVE game, it had the most impact because it did affect faction warfare stuff. And there was a lot of people that were on the negative side of like, okay, you wanted to make this cross-platform thing, but we don't like the fact that we're getting a negative to our faction warfare bonuses because people in a first-person shooter console game did better than the people that are on our side. They didn't like that. They're like, it doesn't matter how good we are in Eve, we're gonna have a negative if they aren't good at point and clicks or not, or like aim and clicks or whatever. So it's like, it was like a good concept on paper, but in actuality, people just weren't about it and it didn't execute well. So that was the Dust thing. And then you had Legion, which they were working on for a while, but didn't really fruition to anything. And then you had Nova, and they worked on Nova for a bit, and then they had the demo in Vegas, and then immediately after that, like a month or two after that, they canned that project. And so now they're wanting to do another first-person shooter effort.
We got the level 5 hype train, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got that.
All right.
So we got the next first-person shooter thing, and I you know what? I'm one of those people. It's like, I will wait until I see what it is before. I don't want to judge anything until I see it. You know, it's like, I'm not going to do preemptive judgment, but I will say that I hope that CCP is understanding, because it does sound like there's a lot of skepticism out there right now, and I hope that CCP just understands that because this is the 4th attempt and the previous 3 didn't work, that there's just going to be immediate skepticism with it. Now, I hope that CCP could prove them wrong, because it would be cool if there was a Eve-based first-person shooter that was cool and fun to play. The one thing I will get in, so this is what I lead up to, the one thing with this article that I was kind of, I wish they didn't do, and I'm wondering if it was like when they were talking with the PR guy, if it was just an offhand comment he made, and the author of the article, doing what article authors do, focuses on a specific point, is because the term genre-defining FPS came out. And it's like, that instantly, now all of a sudden, now you're not just talking about making a game that could be good and fun. You're talking about a game that is going to define the genre of FPSs, and now you're looking at something that it's like, for us to hit our mark, we're up here. We're not just like, we got to make a good game. We got to make a mind-blowing game to hit our mark now.
If they want to do
I
that, I hope
remember
they hired
this real
people
quick.
from like IW.
Yeah, and so
I remember some people making comments that they were excited about a new Eve FPS, but they weren't excited about like genre defining sort of like definitions around it, because it felt like it set the bar too high. Like, how do you become genre defining in a cliche shooter when there's so
Well,
many niches that have been filled?
there's
right?
been a lot of
Can
genre. I would say,
ask a
okay, so
question real
there's
quick? Just real quick. So this company, CCP Games, is criticized by us so much. Where do we get off?
well, and okay, so that's what I was trying to say. I was like, I'm not sitting there trying to say this game is bad. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm gonna wait till I see something before I actually judge it. But I was just getting at the fact that there's going to be an initial negative reaction to this just out the gate because of the past 3 renditions and where they went. So I hope that CCP can take that, and yeah, looking good, Dom. I'm not even kidding.
Thank you.
It's
It
totally,
looks good.
it's
I
totally
like it,
different,
dude.
but it does not look bad.
I like it. I really like it.
But,
$5,000
I'm going to the bar
right there.
tomorrow and get the side
Red
shit.
line.
Like,
Red
my
line,
pants,
where you at?
My pants
Red
got a little
Lord.
bit tighter just a second ago for some reason. I don't know what's
that makes
happening
my
here.
pants a little bit tighter.
Yeah,
I
red
like
line.
it.
Where's your fucking hair at, dude?
It's on my head.
I need to get a haircut. Although when I get my haircut, it goes about as short as Dom's is right now anyway, so I'll be doing that
It's
this
already
weekend.
about as short as Dom's is.
Nah, it's a bit long. My hair's about 1.5 inches, I think. I usually like to keep it about 3/4 of an inch. But I just like, I get it cut, and then like a month and a half later I get it cut again. Sometimes I wait 2 or 3 months if I'm lazy.
Oh, I take that fucking Viggo Mortensen vibe thing. I like that. That guy's kicks ass.
Viggo
Yo,
Mortensen.
CCP Swift likes it.
Aragorn?
Nice, yeah.
CCP
Yeah,
Swift
no,
has
it's
short
good.
hair too, so I think he's
Yeah.
biased.
So I
Do we call
gotta
him
do a little
CCP
CCP
Swift,
Swift
or-
might not remember this,
In
but
public.
he was our first person we ever interviewed on Clueless Space Nerds when he ran for CSM way back when. He was the
Elise?
first, at least was. He was the first person we ever interviewed. We interviewed him and Fuzzy Steve, and then we decided it was too much work, so we stopped doing it.
I remember the first Vegas I went to, I met Elise Randolph, and the only thing I knew about him was my CEO at the time said, Elise is the reason our alliance died. And I talked to Elise. I said, "Hey, you killed my alliance." He's like, "Hello there, fellow EU player. Here's my credit card. Go buy us some drinks." And I went and bought us drinks. And that was
Wow.
like that was my experience with Elise. And anyway, I consider him like
You're
a really
very
close
trusting,
friend of
Elise.
mine.
I wouldn't have handed my credit card to her.
Well, the thing is I did not use his credit card. I used my own
I
credit
would have.
card. But it gave me his full name, the last digits,
I mean, like-
the code on the back. Like I could have been like on Amazon.
I
or
mean,
some shit.
now I wouldn't care because I've known Rain long enough. But the first time I
Yeah.
ever met Rain, I would have been like, "Yeah, we'll get some drinks. Here's my card." I'd be like,
Her parents live 6
"No,
miles from me, so
what
I
do you
could-
want?
I
I'll
could
go
get
get some
I could get it back.
drinks."
So Elise was blackout drunk, but I gave his card back, brought him and like headliner some drinks, and then like 2 years ago, I'm like, "Hey Elise, can I get in your corp?" He's like, "Yeah, Rain, I got you." And now I'm in Pandemic Legion. So, well, granted, now it's not his corp anymore, right? So, part of being a CCP dev,
But you're
like
not in
folks don't.
Habit?
I'm in Habit.
Oh,
the
but
thing-
he's not in
yeah,
Habit.
but well, he's in Habit, but the thing is, right? So
He
like
can't
when
be
you become
CEO.
yeah, when you become a dev, like you lose, like you're not allowed to be like involved in politics, like even the perception of politics, like at least at
You-
the time,
yeah.
like for the past like however many years I've been in PL, like he was never involved in the politics of Eve, but like just the perception. So like he stepped down as CEO, like he's he's doing his own thing, he's not FCing, doing any of that.
Who took
He's,
over Habit now?
Otaka Shawa. So
Okay.
he looks like a dude named Asher, not Elias, Asher Void, I think his name is.
Ashtarothi.
No.
Ashtarothi took over at PL.
Hell
No.
yeah!
I'm telling
Hey,
you,
way to,
everybody
way
that.
to, way to
I'm
go,
telling
Ash!
everybody that.
Way to go!
That's-
Congrats!
that is now a
Otaka
thing.
Shawa. We call him
Everyone,
Taco
drinks,
Daddy.
drinks, and
Oh.
congratulations,
Ashtarothi.
Ashtarothi,
Yeah.
for taking over
Man,
Habit.
he's the best.
Way to
man.
go,
Ashtarothi is great.
At
Shouts
least
for
we need you
Ashtarothi.
back.
dude.
But yeah,
Just
his-
imagine, like by next year, he's gonna take headliner's spot.
But yeah, it's actually Otaka Shawa.
You heard it
so,
here first. That's right. Ashtarothi
so
now in charge of
he's
PL.
been doing a lot of paper pushing for Habit. But yeah, like at least
Yeah.
like I don't know if you guys have seen him in game. Like he flies and does stuff in game, like of all sorts of mediums, but he's just like he's not like commanding fleets or doing strategic ops. Like he's not doing any of that stuff. He may be participating but not making the shot shot
The
calling.
Sarah Shawa overview pack though was always my favorite.
Yes,
that one fucking.
that's Otaka
Then it was
Shawa.
like all of a sudden it
That's
wasn't working
my
for a
now
while. That
CEO,
fucking was
yes.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my now CEO. So a
He's
lot of
real
folks.
bad at Rust.
Well,
You're
everyone's
so-
bad at Rust.
You're
aren't
so
they?
mean. But yeah, so the thing is, right? So I don't know if Elise will say this, right? But part of being a CCP dev, right? Like you have to go through the whole internal affairs, like making sure you're not, using in-game knowledge as a dev or sharing it or leaking it or anything like that. So he has to like go through all these steps to like get integrated with CCP to get on like CCP's dev team. So he's like just like utilizing his dev account, right? Like if you
Yeah.
even notice, like he has his own Twitch account, so he's obviously using his CCP account on Twitch just to make sure
Yeah, we,
there's like
we were
that
we were trying to
disconnect.
get him on and on the show, and he was like, "I can't. They won't let me. Like, I
Well,
gotta."
yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing, right?
He
Like,
has
go
to
through all
get
these
initiated
steps.
first. Yeah, so
Yeah, so it's really only fair. So like me, like he'll be social, but yeah, like in my corp, he's not like making decisions or.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
he
do
memes
like
with us for sure.
I do like that they did make that change. How long? It was like what 10 months ago, where they made the
Yeah,
change
where-
where like
where they can
devs
play
can
as the
actually
devs,
play the
yeah.
game and not quote
I don't know
unquote
why
play
they have-
as
I mean,
devs,
I-
but
I
not
do
do
get it,
anything in the game.
kind
They
of.
can actually play their accounts and play
As
in the
ca-
game.
yeah.
They
Well,
just
like-
can't run
That's a good
alliances,
move.
can't run
It's a good
corps. They
move.
can't
Yeah, CCP Aurora
do stuff like that,
does
but they
it
can
a lot.
fly.
She plays her old account. I don't know if people have seen CCP Fozzie had his old account reactivated. So
I
for
don't
the
remember what
longest time,
CCP Fozzie's actual account
Rive.
was.
It was like Rive or something like that.
Yeah, I remember, like
Riverini. No, not Riverini. Jesus
not,
Christ.
not
But it started with
Riverini.
What
no,
the
not
hell?
Riverini.
It started with an
Oh my
R though,
God.
right? It was like
Yeah, there was. I
Rise
know
or something
Rise
like
was
that.
Kill 2, but I don't.
Kill
I don't
2
know
or
that
Turbo
'cause-
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't-
Riverini.
Yeah. River.
It was. It was not
He's not-
Riverini. I
Fozzie?
can,
Shut up,
Fozzie
Elise.
River-
I can tell you right now, it was not Riverini. I was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
in
Talk to
Riverini's
someplace.
corp for a while when he was in Dice, but
But yeah, so like the thing was is that so the differentiation was CCP would generally ban the accounts and create brand new accounts, both like the same SP, etc. And so like people could like in general play sort of like under the radar because if a player found out your dev account, it was considered like that T20 incident. It was like no, that's not allowed. Like, you don't want the perception of players knowing devs and then like creating that. But then it created this negative perception too, right? That devs didn't know how to play, that they never played, like nobody know who the devs
Well,
were.
and
So
understandably, because in a
yeah.
lot of ways they kind of weren't allowed to play anymore the way that players would play, and so
Exactly,
it kind of
yeah.
became this thing. Like once it became devs, they were kind of forced to have this disconnect, and so
Yeah.
I think it's actually. I understand that
So
the
CCP
reason
went
why they
back
did that
on
is
it,
to
yeah.
let them get back into the groove of the game to where they could
Yes,
play the
yes.
game, they could experience all the things, and then they could themselves find the
That's
issues
quo.
and the problems that everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone's having an issue with this, and they'd be like, yeah, it is kind of frustrating with this. Maybe we should fix it. I don't know. Like it's
Yeah, and like personally speaking from my personal experience, like I have devs that I know and like they participate in things with me, they see things with me and I'm like, "Hey, you know what'd be really cool?" Like so something super simple. It's like, "Hey, if you're in my like if you're one of my blues, like it would be great if I set destination somewhere that it includes the jump bridges." And they're like, "You know what? I never realized this. That's a good point." Like then they pass it along. Like maybe they personally can't make the decision themselves, but they can pass it along to someone who does know. And like just having that like personal experience where like they don't have to pretend to not know like how the game works or this or that. Like it's been a really positive experience. And like I'll say it's been all over the game, right? So like I'm in PL, which is in PanFam, which is in, Pappy for this big war shit going on. But like Goons also have the same experience, right? Like they have devs who play with them. People in LoSec have devs who
No,
play with
that's
them.
not
People
true.
in Wormholes.
Everyone hates the Imperium. No one comes near us.
you guys
We're
don't have
terrible,
devs.
terrible.
You guys don't
Stop!
have devs.
Stop!
Some of us
This
left.
isn't
We're
trash talk
terrible,
Tuesday.
terrible people. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
but like that's the thing, right? Is like you want devs to be able to see like what is it like being in a big war? What is it like not being in a big war? What is faction warfare like? What is a wormhole like? Because you want them to be able to experience like what a normal player goes through in the decision making process, so then that way when CCP thinks of changes, then they can consider all these other like factors.
And you definitely want them to experience
Yeah.
all portions of the game. They should know what it's like to
Yes,
be a new
yes.
person or a high sec person or a low sec person or a null sec person. They should have
Yes.
that experience because you want them. They're making the game. They're the ones making it, changing it. They need to have that perspective. They don't.
Honor.
Nothing
Yes.
fucking yeah.
So like that's really nice. And so like CCP Swift, like, him actively participating in this war, like, yeah, you can say there's some bias for the war, but the fact that he is able to participate in a war and see like what players go through, like to him, the message I think he should be bringing to CCP is like that. Maybe I'm assuming CSM already brought this to the devs, but like CCP Swift should be like, hey, like we're grinding through 4,000 structures. Why is this even possible in the game? Like why is this a thing? Or maybe like things with the servers where it both is a positive impact to one side or a negative impact to one side. Like
See,
stuff
now-
like stuff like that he can actually live through and say, hey CCP, like you see it on the outside with everyone complaining on Twitter or Reddit or the forums, but here's how it like actually was. Like
What?
here's my experience, and like you need to fix this because it sucks. Like
And
it sucks for everyone
Not
involved.
that I would ever think that Swift would do anything underhanded and cheat for his, for the OPL side. But what he should do is cheat for the Imperium side. Give us a benefit. That way, the impropriety thing is not there, right?
it's not going to happen.
Well, I mean,
come on
and-
now.
You
that,
have the
that would
benefit of
show
It,
you.
was, it was a nice
structures.
it was a nice plug there, Dom, but not going to happen. I will say
but in
Just cheat for
theory,
the
right?
Bastion then. Come
Well,
on.
well, no, like so, like I can say in good faith, like CCP Swift should, in theory, bring the best like solution to CCP. He should not say, "Hey, this is the best solution for my corp and my alliance. You should implement it." What he should be saying, especially, so he's a community dev. He's not like a CCP Rise.
he's not a
He's
code.
not like
he's not a game
exactly.
developer.
So he should be able to say, here's like what the community is experiencing. Here's what the community feels like, communication, like being able to portray like what is happening with the game, right? He's not going to be
but
sitting
he
in there being
can
like,
convey
oh,
the
shit, like,
community's
Gosh.
he can convey the
Yes,
community's
exactly.
stances
If only-
and thought process on things, and that's one thing that I think is a great. I mean, obviously, one of the good things of adding Elise or Swift into the thing is,
Absolutely.
I mean, that you have
What if
Convict. Well, hold on, real quick. Convict was a great addition because Convict was a beloved person in the
Yeah.
game, and he's like
Oh, yeah.
he had been kind of away from the game for a while, but like when I still remember, I was old enough. I remember Bam. Bam was a fun person to deal with. But so he was a great community dev. You got Aurora. You got all these great people in there. But Swift has been like, I mean, like literally they hired him. He was actively in the game as a leadership role, hearing all the trials and tribulations of the people and also seeing them himself, and then immediately gets hired into a community spotlight. And so he is able to bring very recent and accurate, feedback into the game. So yes, like you said, he's not a coder. He's not a game developer.
Correct,
He's
yep,
not an executive producer. He's going to be a community developer, but his input, the whole point of the community developers is to, obviously interact with the community, but also they bring that feedback from the community to the company.
Yes.
And that's one of their roles, and he can easily do that with very accurate and recent information. So, that's a very big benefit of them bringing him in as well.
What Ackroth just said is exactly what I thought when I heard the news that he got the position. He is probably one of the better people out of the current game players to take that position up for a community position. Because it doesn't matter what side you're on, like in this war right now, everyone respects Elston. Everybody has.
And he's also just one of those people. He's not going to say shit to benefit his side. He's going to say shit what he honestly thinks about the game too.
Yeah. Well, that's true too, because so you have CSM, right? CSM
I'm on the opposite
probably
side
this whole
saying
time.
that, so I mean, I do.
Well, yeah.
Sure,
So if you think CSM, so CSM has people from all sides of the war, like the attackers, the defenders, and then the people who just don't give a fuck, right? And so they're telling these things to CCP, and then what CCP Swift can do is say, you know what? These people are saying these things. CSM is 100% right. Like, I've experienced it. I've seen it. Like, I've been, he's on talk shows. He's doing things. He's communicating with the community. So the fact that, now he's in a paid position and he can say, you know what, because sometimes people get the perception that CSM is just they're just screaming at a brick wall or whatever. But CCP Swift is a good example of being able to present, saying, hey, CSM is saying this. I 100% agree. You need to listen to them right now. And so that gives more power to the players, but also to the community team as a whole, because maybe Convict and Aurora, aren't really, they have to be on the down low. So maybe they do experience some of these things, but they're not an active player, right? Like they're not seeing.
I think Convict he's gotten back actively into the game. I think
Swift has. Oh, sorry.
I'm sure
he
Aurora
has very big shoes to fill, right? He really does. We expect a lot of things from him.
Yeah, and people will hold him accountable. I thankfully haven't seen anything saying oh, he'll be biased or this or that. I feel like that always happens whenever a dev gets hired. Or
of course, people who have been enemies from his will say that he's going to be biased. I don't think that's true. I think that's actually been proven multiple times that that's not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But
I
like the fact that he's going to be able to. A recent player who's been very involved with the community.
Yes.
It's taking the community position. That's a positive thing for both the players and for CCP.
Yeah, and the good news is that CCP is very well aware. They are 100% familiar with the whole T20 incident. So any of the community or any of the
Bye, Mrs. Elby.
I
didn't know you were here.
They're very familiar. Hi, Mrs. Elby.
Bye, Mrs. Elby. I didn't know Mrs. Elby. Why didn't you speak up? I didn't know you were here.
Tell her to get on the show. Why is she on comms?
Why is she leaving?
Well, she's been here the whole time apparently, but she's taking off. Happy weekend.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next week, Mrs. Elby.
Tell your hubby hi for us.
I don't know if she might have already left, but if you just got here and you're leaving.
Have you been drinking?
You just got here and you're like,
that
bye,
is not
everyone?
a goodbye, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't doubt you.
Yeah,
you know what,
Drayden?
Drayden, you need to do another shot for your fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
fucked
doing
up.
it.
She said,
One more
happy
shot.
weekend, everyone. I thought that was a farewell
That's the way of saying
statement.
hi. Hey.
She was saying hi, not bye. Oh, Mrs. Elby, you want to come on
what are you
comms?
drinking?
No, I'm not drinking.
Who, me?
Well, I'm not
Should
drinking
I
anything.
order drunk food? Oh my god.
I'm drinking a booze that's created where Rain is living right now.
Yeah, Mrs. Elby, you want to come on comms? I'll give you
yeah.
a team speak.
Cedar
link.
Ridge.
Yeah, I love Cedar Ridge. They have a good winery.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
But I'm not the distillery. This is their bourbon.
Have we done shots for DMX yet?
Yeah, we did at the start of the show.
Should we do another one?
We did
No,
shots
we did
for
that for the
CCP
Prince.
Swift.
No, we
We did
did
both.
Prince, and then we did
We could do
another.
another one.
We did
There's
two
nothing wrong
shots.
with it.
We did one shot
Yeah,
for the
there's
Prince,
nothing wrong
one
with you.
one shot for DMX, and then we
the
did
guy.
one for Paul Ritter. And then we did shots
And
for
then one more for
shots
DMX.
because
Another one for DMX. Pick it up, Drayden. Pick it up. Do it. Come
Yeah,
on.
but
Hold
what
on,
about
hold
for
on.
the
Give
Prince?
me time. Like this
Now.
is how
We
do
did
it
one
now.
for the Prince
give
too,
me a
right?
second. This is how Rough Riders
with you,
roll.
Dom.
X
I'm with
gonna
you,
give
Dommy.
it to you. X gonna give it to you. X.
Drink out of that flask, you manly fucking man, you.
Yeah, Rain, Swift is saying you can't get too drunk. You can't be hungover.
He's got to prove his CCP dev
Oh
by
yeah, you gotta
carrying.
carry him tomorrow, Rain.
No,
Wow.
he's got to carry me. Are
Wow.
you kidding me?
You hear that, Swift?
I know.
You're-
I bought our ships and our fits. He's got to just like call shots.
Oh,
okay?
shit. Okay, you hear that, Swift? She spent
Shots.
the money. You got to carry the dead weight.
Do you guys want to know a secret?
Sure.
Sure.
So before Elise became a CCP dev, I borrowed money from him in game. So either I get to keep all
Like
the money
Isk.
because I can't because he was not expecting me to pay him back. Yeah, obviously Isk, or I don't pay him back and he bans me. So
I kind of
Oh,
want
he's
the
forgot
I want the
about it.
latter to happen
Technically-
just for lols, but
technically he's paying for our fits tomorrow.
wait, you just said you bought the ships.
With his money.
I did.
With his money.
I have like 60
Oh,
ships. by the way.
oh,
With his money, yeah.
did you catfish him?
No.
Wait, that's
I met
different.
him
No,
IRL.
that's
He knows who I am. What?
that's the wrong term. That's the wrong term. I
Yeah,
was
that
going
didn't sound
for.
like an appropriate term for that.
No, not cat. That's
Scam?
Scam.
What term are you looking for?
not.
Yo,
No,
okay,
the
I
one where like
scammed a dev.
the one where you get money out of them.
Strawberries
Catfishing
and
was the
muffins.
wrong term. Everyone forget you heard that. That's not what I meant.
No, it's too late for that.
gold. You gold dug. You gold dug them.
No, gold digging's
Gold
different.
digging and catfishing, not the same thing.
You
Gold
guys are
digging
bad.
is sexual.
That's-
How
Now,
about
That's
catfishing
super,
can
yeah.
lead to gold digging.
Gold digging is. God damn it! Like you know what? I don't
Let's
know the
just
terms
use-
for this.
let's
I'm
just
not.
use the word-
I'm not
let's
urban.
use
Too late, it's
Grifting.
been clipped. Oh, that's great.
Grifting is a good word for that.
Stop it! No, I didn't want that to be clipped. No,
Too
you know
late,
what?
it's been
scammed a
clipped, that's it.
CCP dev.
I
50
don't
does.
cruise the
What does
urban
your shirt
dictionary.
say, Darden?
I don't cruise the
tried it
urban
at home. What did
dictionary
you try
enough
at
to
home?
like know what I'm talking about. So,
Are you a size queen, Drayden?
am I a size queen?
Yeah.
What's that
say
mean?
yeah. Size queen.
Hell yeah, prize
like 'em
queen,
all sizes,
prize
I think,
queen,
Prize queen.
I'm a surprise queen.
size queen. What?
Surprise queen.
So I heard the
That
first thing
sounds
that
wrong.
CCP Swift was doing as a CCP dev was bringing back the Alliance tournament. Is that true or false?
I think it's been
Well,
confirmed.
Let's
I'm going to
ask him
confirm
in
it right
chat.
now. Just say yes. It's true.
CCP or no?
We're telling
AT,
everybody.
AT17 at CCP Swift. I almost called him CCP Elise. I'm so bad at this.
Dude, that's the thing. Is like it took me a long time
I'm not putting him on the spot. We're actually making
to
shit up.
to
and getting
stop
assigning it to
calling
him, so-
convict Bam, because I was just like, Bam, what's that? Even when he showed up as like CCP
He-
convict, he's like,
he-
how's
he
it going,
tried
everybody? I'm like,
really
what's
hard
up,
to get
Bam?
us
It's like,
to stop
oh
saying
no,
it.
it's convict, it's con. And then when he went to he was in Toronto, right?
Oh, nice.
Or maybe it was Vegas. It was either Toronto. I thought he was in Toronto. He might have been Vegas. I think he was at both, maybe. But and I tried to make my best effort to say convict. And so again, it's gonna be one of those things where even now, like I was sitting there every time I like try to bring it up. It's like elite Swift, Swift.
Shouts,
I have to bring up
shouts to
Swift.
him, by the way, for giving me the same answer in Twitch chat that he gave me on Discord 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no confirm, no
Exact same
deny.
thing.
it's gonna take. I
So
will
when-
get.
when
I
are
will
the
get
Anger
used
Games?
to. I will get
When
used to
are the
saying
Anger Games
Swift,
start?
but it'll
When
take
is
some
that?
time.
When are the Anger Games?
Well, what he's saying is CCP Aurora's done a ton of work to get the tournament stuff running. So Anger Games are like last week of April, first week of May, first weekend of May.
This month, okay. I couldn't remember if
Yeah.
it was starting next month or not.
It's super soon. I'm flying in them, so watch my absolute colossal fuck of like flying in tournaments.
I've already put money on you. You better win. My fucking
Fuck.
house payments are up.
Are we
for-
back?
Are you
me.
serious?
No.
Dude, I'm excited.
Dude,
I
speaking
so,
of
like,
houses, we're putting in offers on houses now. It's super dope.
Congratulations.
Did you hear back yet, Redline?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
shit.
one we put an offer on yesterday, we did not get.
Fuck.
Somebody
dude, they
out bid you, or
scammed
they just didn't want to
So
take
we
it?
put another one in today.
Hell yeah.
They didn't take the bid, or somebody outbid you?
Somebody outbid us by a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, by the way. But right, because right now it's a buyer's market for sure. There's like
Yeah.
they said like 43% less houses on the market this year than last year.
So the house was listed at 164, and we said that we'd go up to 175, like 5K higher than the next person, and then someone hit us with that. Someone hit him with the 2 hundo,
So
just like right at the gate.
almost 40,000 more than their asking price.
Yeah,
Jesus. I should sell my house. Damn it.
right.
I could live in a tent.
Yeah. Oh, this
I
is
just
like one of the.
cannot.
This is one of those
I
things. Like,
cannot rent anymore.
I am in the
No,
spot
renting
where like,
is just throwing money away.
my plan was this year, like, because I spent the whole last year, like the whole COVID thing helped me. I wasn't doing anything, no vacations. I was able to like pay off all my credit cards down to 0, both of them.
The
and-
prices are
Nice.
driving up.
And I was like, dude, and I already own my car. I finished my car loan like 2 years ago, so I was like, I am 100% out of debt. Like I have 0 debt. It's great. And then it's like, now I'm gonna start saving up for a down payment. I want to buy a house, and then I get to this point in the year where it's like, now I have enough for a down payment on a house, and then all of a sudden I was gonna get a new build, like a new build house. But because of COVID, the lumber costs have gone up like 4 to 5 times.
If they can find the materials.
Yeah. So the thing is, like,
Yeah.
a house that used to be like 275. Like now, I know that sounds really cheap. East Coast or like high metropolitan areas, like houses that are under like 800,000 are like, what? That doesn't exist. But like, I'm in a rural North Idaho place, so like 250,000 to 400 or 250 to $350,000 house is like a decent, like 1,400, 1,500 square foot house, brand new.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's cheap up here.
No, that's not cheap.
That's expensive as fuck.
The fuck you mean?
How much did you say?
He
200.
said 1,500 square feet for 300 to 400K.
No, I said 1,500 for 250 to 350,000.
Okay,
Yeah,
still.
that's a lot of money. Yeah,
That's a lot of money,
That's
dude.
expensive as fuck, bro.
Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's more
that.
square.
And I paid less
You
than
better have
100,000 for
like
mine.
200 acres with that mother effer.
Maybe it's more square feet than I thought. I don't know.
It
It
better
might
be.
be. Maybe it's like a quadruple lot in fucking Golden Land.
Well, like here we have a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house with 2 living rooms and a kitchen.
That's probably bigger than 1,500 square foot then.
It's probably much bigger, and it was like they spent like $375 on it. Maybe it's
Yeah,
like
too much.
$2,500 for $375. I don't know, but
Look it up on Zillow, dude. We need to know.
I don't know. But
my
anyway,
house
so
is 2,000 square foot, and I paid less than 100,000.
So I was looking for a place for like 250 to 300,000, and I was like, I'll probably get like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath if they sell us. But
Yeah, but value.
they used to do
2,000?
that. But
He
now all of a
lives in the
sudden
middle
those
of fucking
houses,
nowhere
those
in
houses
Idaho.
that were like
In
normally
the
like
middle of nowhere.
250 brand new are now like 5 to 600,000 because lumber
Oh,
costs have
you're
gone
getting
up
all
so
the fucking. You're getting all the people from California moving there, aren't you?
Well, we've always had that, but like the lumber costs are going up so much that the new builds are that. So now I can't do a new build. Now I have to go buy a used house.
You earned every one of those words, Swift. So, congratulations.
All right, yeah, catch you later, Swift. Yeah, I mean, like, we weren't just flattering you, just saying, like, like everything I say is honest. I don't hold back.
He was brave enough to come on Clueless Space Nerds. So that's
Yeah,
that
I'm
says
just
a
saying,
lot
like,
right there.
if I give you praise, it's not just praise for praise's sake. If I give you praise, it's warranted. So,
Swift is a good lad, dude.
He is a good guy.
absolutely.
Not
You
as
know
good as
who
you
else-
are, Ray.
You know who
but,
else is a good lad?
Who's that?
So Swift taught me how to be a
Lil
good
Jon.
AT commentator.
He'd be
Lil
one to
Jon
learn
is a
from,
good
yeah.
lad. You know
Who?
why?
Who?
Yeah, what?
Lil Jon.
I don't know who that is.
What? Like,
Okay.
oh
He's
no,
the-
you know
he's the
Lil
guy
Jon.
that,
It's like,
That performed the song "Shots."
Oh, okay.
yeah, shot.
I like that
shot,
guy.
shot. And it also
I thought it said socks.
no, it was shots.
I thought it said
ring.
socks,
It was
too,
shots
but yeah,
ring.
okay.
Like, let me just give you some
I thought you
little.
were talking about putting your socks on.
You want some
I thought
Lil?
it was about feet pics, dude.
You want some Lil Jon education? Let me tell you about Lil Jon. He says yeah. He says okay, and he says
That's way more information than I wanted. Let's just do
What?
shots.
What?
Yeah,
what?
Okay.
He says what? Yeah, and okay, and then that's 96% of his vocabulary.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
What?
Shots.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about Dust 4.0?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we,
I can
we-
say is
yeah,
genre.
We,
And then we
Genre.
got
No,
no,
sidetracked.
okay.
as usual.
So real quick, we can bring it back to that because we talked about where you're trimming your hair, but we can bring it back to that real quick. I know that we're getting close to time,
Oh,
but
Dom shaved his hair.
I'm
dude.
fine going over time because we can bring it back to that because I know that you had
I
some
just
stuff
want
to
to point
say
out
on it.
genre defining. Worst fucking term you could
Right?
ever put in a fucking interview. Don't ever say
Well,
that.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
Thank
what I
you.
said. They better have brought somebody in from like an IW or somebody from, Blizzard Activision.
Yeah,
Somebody who has real experience.
So here's my point with the genre defining. It's like
It's just such a.
if you need a lesson in overhype, look at Cyberpunk.
Oh, good point.
Cyberpunk is the perfect
That is a
example of
good point.
overhype. Cyberpunk was not a bad game. I have Cyberpunk.
No, I played it.
It's
twice.
fun. It's a good
It is a fun
game. But the thing is,
it
like,
is not worth the hype.
it is not what they promised, and it is not what people thought it would be, and that is why people give it such a negative review. It is not a bad game. Cyberpunk's a good game. It's fun.
It is.
And honestly, when I played it, now consoles had more issues than PC, but when I played on PC, the visual bug, I had 2 or 3 visual bugs, and they were not immersion breaking. They were just kind of funny. One of them was a guy was like eating some Chinese food, but he was a guy that had a gun equipped, and so the gun was in his hand, and he was basically sticking the gun barrel into his Chinese food and then trying to eat noodles off of it. And then it was funny because, like, it's like Grand Theft Auto, so people say random things all the time. And he's like sitting there trying to eat Chinese food with a gun barrel, and he's like, something's wrong. It's like, yeah, bro. Like, use some chopsticks. Like, it's like use some. And so I got enjoyment out of that bug. But and it's like, and there was a guy like the other bug I saw. There was a guy typing, and was making a bunch of click clackety like mechanical keyboard sounds, and there was no keyboard on his desk. He was just typing onto a blank desk, and it was, and it's like, and then you go into a bathroom, and there was a guy and 2 chicks smoking in a bathroom stall, and they were very upset that I interrupted them. But it's like, you guys aren't even having sex or anything. You just smoking cigarettes, and the guy was smoking a cigarette, but he was like smoking it like this, like he had his hand backwards like this, and he was like, and I was like, why are you doing that? And then the other two chicks were sitting there smoking like this, but there was no cigarette in their hand, but then smoke would come out of their mouth. And it's like, that's the 3 bugs I experienced. That's the only 3. And I was like, if those are the worst of the bugs of this game, I'm okay with that because they are funny, not immersion breaking, and the rest of the game was fine. So overall, Cyberpunk was a fine game, but it was not a quote-unquote genre-defining game that they claimed it would be.
Not what they promised, yeah.
It was not what they promised, and that's why it got negative reviews. And that's the thing that I'm worried about with the CCP first-person shooter, is that they claimed genre-defining in this article. It could be a good first-person shooter, but if it's not mind-blowing, people are going to take that as a... And again, like I'm saying, I'm repeating myself, is that I hope that the author of this article maybe took that comment as an offhand comment, like, oh, it's gonna be like a genre defining, it's gonna be a great game, genre defining, and something that the guy said, and they took it and ran with it and hyped it up. But the thing is, like, you got to be careful with overhype, because if you're making a first-person shooter and you want it to be a good first-person shooter, it could be the thing. I hope it's a great game. I hope it is. And I'm not going to judge it until I see something about this. Like, even though it's the 4th rendition and the first 3 didn't work out well, I still, like, you can't judge it until you see it, right? I don't judge things until I see it. People can have whatever inhibitions about a game, but if I don't see a product, I don't have any say on it. So I'm not going to negatively slam this, but at the same time, it's like, if you're going to call it genre defining, that's a high bar. That's a high bar you're setting when you have nothing to show for it, and that could bite you in the ass later.
It really could, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
So I know it's a bit of a rant, sorry, but I was going on that.
I liked it. It felt good.
It was a solid rant.
It was solid. Very
Yeah,
solid.
it was solid.
Had some substance.
No, I'm on.
With that being said, we can close it out. Unless you guys got anything else? I don't want to like close it out. If you guys got other things to say. Dom, you were talking about the first person shooter for a while. Like, give your
No,
take.
I loved it. I think it's a great idea. I thought Dust was great, except all the mistakes they made. It's a great idea concept. I was sad to see it go away. I was sad to see all the other ones get canceled. One thing I loved about this article is the fact that they're not going to come out with a name for it. They're not going to give us any promises. This is the way to handle it. Well, you'll know more when we're ready to show you what we can do. Not tell you what we can do. We're going to show you what we can do. That's the fucking way to do it. I'm excited about this. I'm excited the fact that when I first read it, the title of it, I was worried because it said genre defining or whatever, bending, whatever. I thought, oh fuck, here we go again. We're gonna reinvent the wheel. Nope. Unreal Engine 4,
Solid engine.
platform.
Yeah.
Yep. This is
Although
gonna be good.
I
think
will
this is gonna
say
work.
that Nova was on Unreal for it as well.
But I think Nova never came out, right? They didn't
Never came
reinvent the wheel
out.
on that one.
Well, they had a playable demo, but it never came out.
Well, I don't remember that. Okay, they did.
They had a demo playable in 2018 Vegas. I never played it. I was too busy apparently at the Cabana, but in 2018 Vegas they did have a playable demo at the event.
Yeah.
And then it was like a month or two later, or I think it was 2 months later. They're like, "Yeah, we're canning that. That's not a game anymore."
Like the only thing I want to give a shout out.
It would be interesting to know why they had to cancel it.
I think
I wonder
it's
why.
because
It didn't
Wasn't it during a
provide
transition
challenge.
of ownership?
No, it was just not a challenge. I remember them saying that the PvE experience wasn't good.
it was
I
like
just-
a wave. It
were
was
they
like
just
a
trying to
wave.
make
It was a
Dust
wave based
different way,
type of.
or they-
Like, it was just waves of.
Wave-based,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was wave based. What's that zombie game where like you have to board up the windows and wave based? It was kind of like that, but like not boredom.
Board up the
7
windows.
Days to Die.
No, that's like open world RP. The one where it's like a it's not Day After Tomorrow. It's the one where like you have to. go
Vlad
against-
said it was a shitty version of Mass Effect 3.
That's
something
what
like
it was
that,
gonna
yeah.
be. Okay.
I just remember it wasn't.
Call of Duty Zombies,
enough.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
And then
good enough.
I remember last year, like early 2020, like January or February, I think it was. They announced a third-person shooter, and then we didn't hear much about that after that. They were thinking about that, and then I think they canned it before it got off the ground. And so it's like they really, really run into a shooter game, but it's like they just have to get it right. And so I'm hoping they get it right this time, but like we'll just have to see.
maybe-
We'll
maybe
just have to see, I guess, is the thing.
Maybe they just take it out of the Eve part of it out of it and just do a shooter.
It's fine having the Eve
Oh,
universe
that's what it sounds
aspect.
like they're
I'm
doing,
fine with
though.
that because
Eve world not
Yeah.
connected to Eve. That's what it sounds like
Right,
it's
yeah,
gonna be.
yeah.
That's good.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Dom.
don't
Yeah,
do,
that's perfect.
well, the only cross-platform attempt they had was with Dust. Legion and Nova didn't try to do cross-platform
well, see,
whatsoever.
I thought
so
Legion was still going to try to combine the two games.
I might be wrong.
I-
Maybe they
I
did,
thought
but
they were
like,
still going to try to do that.
Legion
Maybe
never
not.
had.
I don't know.
Legion never had anything playable. It was like a thing that we knew about, they were working on, and then just like, oh, by the way, we're done with that. So, nothing really came out with Legion, but maybe that was a thing where they were, trying to do the Dust cross-platform thing, and they wanted to like push on that again, but then they realized that maybe it wasn't just going to be a thing. So,
Just not. Yeah. It's not
but
really
yeah, so
trying to do it.
I don't think
can't they
that the
just
new
make
one
it
is going to be
better?
cross-platform.
Why
sorry,
can't they do both? They
oh,
can
sorry,
do both.
Redline.
Why can't?
They can do both. They
Redline?
can do both.
Go ahead, Redline.
What? I was just saying, why can't they just make Eve better?
But this is a side game.
Why
It's
can't
a
we
side
walk
game.
in stations?
Well, you can't. Here's the thing. It's like
I
Here's-
would
no,
love
here's
that.
the
everyone's
thing.
like, why aren't they spending Eve
CCP
money
has
on?
already redefined a genre, right?
Yeah, but
They have already done that.
here's the thing. Everyone that's saying why don't they spend Eve money on Eve? It's not unheard of for companies to want to diversify.
Not putting all your eggs in one
you
basket.
have to
TLDR.
diversify. It's a smarter thing to do. And they've tried to do it in the past, and the side projects didn't really work out. But the thing is, like, you have to keep trying to do that, because if you only, like Rain said, all your eggs in one basket, that sets you up for failure. Because if your one basket becomes upturned by some other competitor, and everyone flocks over there, you're fucking done. You're done. You have nothing. So it's not a bad idea to, and look at Blizzard. Like Blizzard, most of their money comes from World of Warcraft. I mean, like, yeah, they make money from StarCraft and like various other games they put out, Overwatch and things like that. But World of Warcraft, since it
Is
came
their
out,
cash cow.
has been their giant cash cow. And I guarantee you they're using a bunch of that profit to develop other things. Look at this year, Diablo 2 Remastered is supposed to come out. I'm excited for
Yeah,
that.
I'm looking forward to that.
I
actually.
want to play the
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
out of that because
that
I
was the game
loved
played
Diablo
forever until I
2.
started playing Eve.
I love Diablo
Not
2
gonna
and I
lie,
want to
love
play
it.
that like a motherfucker.
I want a Hexen redo.
Yeah, and
Oh
like,
my god,
but he's
that'd
like,
be awesome.
if you think that they're using old Diablo 2 profits to pay for that, you're crazy. They're using World of Warcraft profits to send that side venture out there.
Yep.
And then
I
they're
didn't
hoping
say
to
anything
recap.
about using Eve profits to make Eve better.
Why do you
they're-
have to yell at everybody?
well,
Just
but
move on.
they-
Don't
they
yell at us,
do-
Redline.
Why
Why
are
do
you
you do that?
yelling, Redline?
Why?
Am
Why
I
are you
yelling?
being
Why
mean?
you-
Yeah.
Why are you being
It
so
doesn't
mean to
sound
us?
like he's yelling to me.
Yelling.
So
He
I'm just
is.
saying,
A
like,
little bit quieter.
like everyone is using their cash cow to fund other projects, and then they hope those other projects bring extra money. That's the hope. Every improvement on Eve is funded by Eve money, and then every side project is also funded by Eve money. Like the CCP is funded by Eve money. Everything CCP does is funded by Eve money. Now I know that Valkyrie and
Okay.
Jack and all they that made some money a little bit, so that's fine. But
All I want to know is why are
Cliffhanger sense.
theremins so fucking expensive?
I like to leave
I want a
people on
theremin and I
cliffhangers.
can't find one for cheap.
A theremin, dude? You get
Yeah.
a theremin for cheap.
Where? I can't find like
Where?
$200 is the cheapest one I've seen.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So my
theremin?
That's
final.
kind of cheap for an instrument that fucking makes sound with your hands
Are you talking about a
I
without
want,
touching
like a
it.
$20
Well,
theremin,
my
damn it.
final thoughts and final shots.
Whoa,
Whoa,
yeah, I'm sorry, not yet, no, whoa.
Yeah,
Before we
wait,
get
To
into
the
that,
folks making the hype train and
Wait,
CCP Swift.
Wait. We haven't.
Not yet.
Wait.
We have-
Stop.
Yeah,
Rain,
come on.
stop. No, don't drink. We
Wait,
have
wait,
an
oh, you
animation
can
for
get-
this. We have an
You
animation.
can do it
You can get a
again.
singing
You have to do it
Tesla coil
again.
for $65.99.
Yeah, spin
Where,
it back
where?
in your
Look
can.
Spin it back in
no,
the can. Yeah, spin it back in.
no. We got a new Manic graced us with this whole.
Oh, okay.
Are you watching
Wait, are we
the
doing
stream?
final
Yes,
thoughts?
I'm watching.
Akrath,
I'm watching.
you
yeah.
have, like-
Okay. So
Okay.
everyone
I
Do
want
watch.
to do that. I
do
want
it, do
Akrath's
it.
knowledge here.
Yeah, everyone watch the stream. So Manic graced us with this grand animation for the final shots and final thoughts. So we're gonna go into final shots and final thoughts. Here we go.
Don't pull a fucking red line.
Oh, he's doing it.
Holy shit, that's.
It's so good.
And it
I love
worked!
it, dude.
Yes!
That's so cute.
That is
Holy
awesome.
shit. All right, shout out
It's
to
the
CCP
puffer
Swift.
fish, dude.
Love you, boy. And I'll see you all tomorrow in the arenas.
Yeah. All right, Cypher.
To the
Cypher,
arena.
you're at the top.
Oh damn! I'm not used to being on top.
That's very true.
Shut up, Dom. You enjoy it.
Dom's usually a bottom.
Yeah, I just want to say
Yeah.
thanks for having bringing me on and get to shoot the shit with you guys again.
Yeah, man.
Love having you around.
Yeah, I left MPX though.
Yeah, people do. So did Drayden.
I did too.
Yeah,
I get
now
it.
I'm a
I
tech
left
scrub.
without
Do you
I
know
left
that
without
I'm
warning. I left and
one of
then
the directors of finance and the head.
I
diplomat
left
for
and
Boston.
then told everyone that, hey, I'm sorry I left. Like it was
Okay.
it was one of those things where it was like a weird awkward breakup and
You
you
left and
felt
didn't
guilty.
say anything. That's why I was mad at you.
Yeah, I know.
I they kicked
Why
my
couldn't we
alt
just assumed
first.
you gone away? I thought we
Don was
kicked
like, I'm
you.
gonna punch you in the kidney next time I see you, and he did. He did.
Well, you have three
Good.
of them, so fuck it.
Wait, I have
You
three?
stole fucking pearls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got to keep what you catch.
Oh God.
That's what.
All right, Dom.
$90, dude. $90.
$90 I could do. 200 is a little too much. So okay, my shout out's gonna be to Rain for thank you for organizing and setting up the charity event. You guys did a great job. There's a lot of money. I had
No.
fun doing it. It's
Thank
amazing.
you for
Thank
keeping
you.
your promise and shaving your head, dude. Unlike some
Hell
people
yeah.
in this chat.
Ooh, I know. I know.
Dom keeps his
Damn!
word.
I'm a man of my word. There you go.
That's some salt. I guess I'm next. I'll do a shot to. Now, here's the thing. We actually never covered this as well. Is the new FPS? There's no name attributed. Dust was the first rendition. You had Legion, and you had Nova. They are not attributing a name to this because they want to work on it and they don't want to have everyone focus on the name. So I'm going to call it Dust 4.0. I'll do a shot to 4.0 in the hopes that fourth's time's a charm.
You missed it all, Aaron. You missed it all.
Yeah.
I'll do a drink to fucking 4.0 too. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
wait
beer
a
is really
second.
good.
Are we
It's
doing
fucking
shots for
11%.
each thought?
No.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to. I
each-
forgot
You
to do
a
one for
thought.
mine.
No,
You're
no.
right.
Each person
Shots
does
and
their.
shots
No,
and
no.
shots,
We'll all
Better
die.
get
if
caught
we-
up, Redline.
No, we'll all die. Everyone does their
So
own
a
shot.
for
You can.
everybody's thought. Okay,
No,
got it.
Oh, we
no,
should do this on Trash Talk Tuesday.
No.
Make everybody do a shot. Like
Everyone does
14,
their
15
own
people.
shot. You can drink with someone else's if you want to, but everyone does their own
Shots
shot.
for each thought. That's what he says right there. That's
Jesus
it.
Christ! All right, Rain, you're next. Rain.
She did
Rain
hers. She
already
went
went, yo.
first.
Oh yeah,
TP Swift,
yeah,
my
Rain-
boy.
Rain cut in line.
Yeah, Cypher's here.
Red line, you up? Well, Cypher started.
Hey, no.
Yeah, I started it.
Did somebody mention Cypher? Yeah, he's here.
Hi,
I'm
my
here.
name is Redline. Glad to be here. Glad to be on the show. What are the topics tonight?
He's a set. You're the sexiest.
We had the
fucking
FPS
FC
thing.
in-
We
in
had the.
Imperium.
Shavy head thing.
It's Dave Archer.
I
Sure.
missed my NASA
not
thing.
Dave
I
Archer,
missed my
dude. What the
NASA thing.
fuck, man?
Hey,
I'm
talk
not
about
Dave
let's
Archer.
talk about NASA. Let's go, dude.
Can't see him. That's right. Who's Redline? We can't see him.
Well, hold on.
Good
Redline, go first.
I am John Cena.
point.
There you go.
Oh no, I have something for that.
Oh.
No, you can keep singing. I like it.
Is that the right song? I
I
don't
don't
really know.
I think it's fantastic though.
Are you trying to do the Jeopardy song? Because I think you were a little off.
No, not Jeopardy.
That was, I thought that was like I Dream
the
of Jeannie.
WWE song.
Oh, that was I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh, the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride.
I don't think
You're
that's how it
You are
goes.
toxic,
toxic.
I'm something.
I don't
You're
think that's
so
how it goes.
toxic.
Sorry.
Taste of your poison.
Oh no, I didn't have it set. Here we go. I was like, I have it.
Those don't sound anything.
I was like, I
like
had it. I knew
I
it, but it just.
Support the shit out of your rain.
Just
but
I
that's
wasn't
not
added
set.
that
too
thing.
many. I added too many do-do-do-dos, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
you did.
Okay,
D-
before I know we did final shots, final thoughts, but before we go, I do have to bring up the NASA thing. I have to bring it up.
Oh yeah, it's on the list. Why didn't you bring it
I
up
didn't,
earlier?
I didn't even get to final thought shot. Final
Wait,
thought.
red
shot.
line, go. I thought you did yours.
It's okay. If it's not the final thought, then I'll wait.
It is.
No,
The,
NASA's
the
come
NASA
first.
is going to be
Money
the
for your
we all-
beginning of the after show.
macaroni in a pot.
Spaceships are greater than men.
Then what?
Spacemen.
Stuff.
Oh, there's a cutout and it sounded weird to me.
Semen?
How did you guess that? How did you guess that? To me, it sounded like smen, but I was like, that's close enough.
So, okay,
Spaceships
they
are
tried.
greater
Did
than
it work?
smegma.
Does anybody know? Did
That
the flight
means
work?
that when you think of spaceships, you think of
That's
All right. Anyway, so we're going into NASA talk real quick. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, then I'll be done.
I'll
Alright,
give you
let's
50
go.
minutes.
Let go.
All right. So NASA talk. I was hoping to have Max Singularity on here because this is a JPL project. He works for JPL. He was on board. He's like, yeah, it sounds like fun. Let me know. But I didn't get back from him, so I think he's just busy.
You forgot to get to him, didn't you?
No, I got to him. But anyway, so NASA
Your link
in
sucks.
they call it 2 days. I would call it 3. Although it's going to be at 3:30 in the morning Eastern time. Technically Monday. Technically
Monday night, Tuesday morning, right?
Technically Monday super early. So basically late Sunday night.
Sunday night, Monday morning. Okay.
Late Sunday night for US. Mid, like early, somewhat like
3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
probably like
Sunday,
9 to
Monday
9
morning, technically.
If you're European, 9 to 12 morning Tuesday.
Just do the math. They can do the math themselves. Fuck them.
Or sorry, Monday 9 to 12 Monday morning. If you're European, if you're U.S., it's 3:30 a.m. Sunday or Monday, but Sunday night. Just like 30 minutes past midnight Pacific time, Sunday night. They're going to fly the Ingenuity rover on Mars. That is the.
And they've done the test of the rotors. They work.
That's
They haven't
the
flown it
helicopter,
yet,
They
right?
yeah they did the test of the rotors. They spun them. They spun fine. They dropped it off with Curiosity. So this is the first quote unquote aircraft that has ever flown on another planet. Because most other things that we visited don't have atmospheres, and so you can't have an aircraft if there's no atmosphere. It's a rocket at that point, right? So the only things that we know that have atmospheres are, like Titan, which is a moon on Saturn, and then various moons have such thin atmospheres. But Mars has. It's funny because aside from Venus, Mars has one of the things that exclude the gas giants, I guess. One of the thickest atmospheres, but Mars is like 1%, 1.8%, 1.6% Earth's atmosphere at ground level. So it's very low. Like, to fly something there is incredibly hard because on Earth we have a helicopter and it flies because we have very high air pressure on ground level. Mars, it's like nothing. It's like at ground level, like at sea level, what you would think is like on Earth, it's like 1.6% of that. So it's super nothing. And so they have to have this double rotor system that does this feed in like air pressure thing that gives it extra lift. But also the weight is super important because it's like you don't have much lift. There's not enough atmosphere to give you lift. So the thing is, like, you have this aircraft that it's 4 feet high almost. Now it's not solid, but it's like you have this whole thing, like the legs expand out. It's about this big. The rotors have like about a 4 to 5 foot wingspan, all that stuff, and the entire spacecraft weighs like 4.5 pounds.
Bro, are you calling it fat?
No,
skinny.
It's like anorexic.
So
skinny.
Mars has gravity, does not have atmosphere. So you can't have really heavy weight, and you have to have very efficient blades. Yeah.
So that is the thing. So Mars has gravity, but Mars is about a third or so the size of Earth, so it does not have as much gravity as Earth. So
but a lot more than like the moon.
You don't have
right?
much more than the moon. You don't
but
have
it has some atmosphere. So it's
don't
a
have
difficult project they're doing here. This is don't undersell this. This is super fucking cool that they're able to do
this. This is the first interplanetary aircraft that's ever been created. So yeah, this is the first everything they've done. But
lots of hurdles they've overcome.
Massive.
It's amazing
so
what NASA's done.
Here's the thing.
Gonna do.
Here's a little bit of an example. So like, they did tests to do in lower gravity because they knew that the gravity on Mars would be lower, but also the air quality would be lower. And so what they did to try and test this in simulations was they had a string that would slightly pull up on the aircraft, just enough to where it's with the added force being pulled upwards would then simulate the gravitational pull downwards on Mars. And then they vacuum chambered it to about the atmosphere of Mars and then saw if it could fly or not. So that's how they tested it. To see if it would work on the planet, and so it should work. We'll only know. So it's going to happen on, if you're in the U.S., super late Sunday night, basically into Monday morning. If you're in Europe, you get the nice benefit of it happening in roughly early morning Monday. But the thing is, it's really cool in the fact that there is various things like the weight of this spacecraft was such a focus in the fact that if you look at the picture, I put a link in the chat. I'll do another one real quick. All right, so
This is
Oh.
exciting shit, dude. I'm
yeah, so
telling you.
there's
I feel
a
like
link in the
this
chat.
is
So you
cool.
see the picture. So they've already Curiosity has already dropped the rover off and then moved away because it wants to move away to a safe distance. Because if anything goes wrong with the flight, they don't want it crashing into Curiosity and fucking up both rovers. I mean, Ingenuity is multi-million dollars. Curiosity is like lots of millions of dollars. So they don't want to, fuck it all up. But with this thing it is like 4.2. I think it's pounds. Don't take my word. It might be kilograms. Don't take my word for it. I think it's like 4.5 pounds. Close. And you see the bottom box on that picture if you see it. That is all the computer telemetry, everything in the box. 2.5 billion is the whole mission, Stray, not this spacecraft particularly. But so that is the computer. It's cold on Mars. It's like negative 100 degrees Celsius on average. It's cold as fuck.
So like Minnesota.
Okay, but like, what's that in Fahrenheit?
That
like
is
Minnesota.
probably like 100 negative 70 Fahrenheit. Negative
Maybe
So,
North
160.
Dakota.
Minnesota, you said, Dom?
Yeah, Minnesota,
It's-
North Dakota,
it's-
something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
It's basically like that. So this thing gets cold, but they have to insulate the electronics, and they were looking at insulation options with the electronics, and they thought about aerogel. Aerogel is a thing that's like it's 0.9. Or no, it's like 1.04% the density of air, basically, or something like that. It's just barely more than air. It's essentially carbon dioxide with a composite that's not quite light enough to float on air by itself, but it almost could. It's that light. It's the lightest solid material we know in the universe that we've ever been able to come up with. And that was too heavy of an insulator because it's a super great insulator. It's literally something you could put on a flame and then touch the top and you won't feel the heat. And even aerogel was too heavy to use in this case as an insulator, so they had to essentially come up with a super thin layer of shielding and then just inject it with carbon dioxide gas. And they're like, that would be enough of an insulator that we can keep the electronics warm enough that it will function on Mars. So it's just like one of those like crazy feats of engineering where it's like aerogel is like some like one of the best inventions we've had in a long time as far as light insulation, and they're like, yeah, aerogel, but it's too heavy. When aerogel is too heavy, your margins are too tight. It's too tight to fit anything. So it's just one of those like engineering miracles that NASA's somehow figured out, like, oh yeah, we won't use aerogel, we'll use something else. And it's so if you have a chance to watch this, I'm literally going to stay up on Sunday night because for me, luckily I'm a Pacific time, so it's like just past midnight it's going to air this. But if you're you guys are both Central Time, so it'll be like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it for sure.
2:30 in the morning.
This is exciting shit. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
it's fun. It's fun.
It may sound dumb to some people, but this is a big step.
This is, I'm not gonna lie, it is the first ever quote unquote interplanetary aircraft that's ever flown in.
Total Recall. That's right.
In human
This is
existence.
Total Recall. Well, some fucking mutants with a guy living out of his belly. This is exciting shit.
Yeah, we've had rockets, we've had all that stuff, but this is the first quote unquote aircraft because it's using airlift as its propulsion.
It's also going to give them a lot of information on whether or not when we send people there, how hard it is going to be getting them back off the fucking planet.
No,
there's so much information they're going to be able to get from these test flights. It's just ridiculous.
Now, getting off the planet, that's rocket engineering. So
But
that's
it's going to give them. It gives them a lot of gravitational stuff. to be able to
Rocket
deal with.
science.
well, what it's gonna do. So I was like,
if you read
hoping,
the article, there's an article about it.
So
expecting
they're
shit
going
tons
to
of
be
information off this flight.
Yeah, they're getting tons of one is information of like, can we fly there? Can we fly? Not with rockets. We know we can fly with rockets.
Well, sure. With the rockets, you can get off
One
the
is
plane,
like,
but they're-
can we fly with aircraft powered propulsion? And then the other thing is like, it's one of those things like it's a drone. It's scheduled to make I think like either 4 or 5 flights, 30 seconds apiece, and then his battery should be done. Which this is one thing where I was hoping Max and Larry was going to come on tonight. I was trying to get him on, but he couldn't make it. But because he works for JPL and he would know this stuff, and I was
so
like,
the battery on it
Next- can he come
isn't able to
next weekend?
charge.
we'll see. But the thing is like,
So the
it's
battery's
solar
not
powered.
rechargeable
It's a
on
solar
it?
powered charge, but they know
Yeah,
that it's only
solar
going to make
powered, yeah.
5 flights and then it's done. It's like, but if it's
Not
solar
forever, though,
powered,
right?
no, it's done forever. If it's solar
So it's not
powered,
charging
why
now,
can it only
off
make
solar.
5 flights? Why can't it just keep charging its battery? That's one of the questions I was going to ask, and I don't know.
That's a good
But
question.
apparently
'cause
what
you think
NASA
it'd be
says
able
is,
to
like,
charge and go
Great.
again.
It's going to make about 5 or 6 flights of about 30 seconds apiece, and then it's kaput.
What if that's their like worst case scenario? So maybe that's what they give as the answer.
Could be. They now if you,
You know
look
what?
at the
That-
Spirit
that's-
and
that
Opportunity.
very well could be because look at the first rover.
Yeah,
They said it was
well,
only lasted
the
a very short time, and it lasted
Exactly.
like a year
No, no,
longer
no,
than
no,
it did.
no,
they,
no,
they give the shittiest answer.
The other
because,
two too, like
it's
Spirit and
the-
Opportunity. Spirit died
It lasted even longer.
quickly,
didn't it?
but it lasted. But Opportunity lasted like 8 years past. It's like
That's what I'm saying. So maybe that's they're like you said, Rain. They're giving it a very low bar. That way, people's expectations don't get aren't up. If they get 5 flights out of it, they're super happy. Maybe they'll get 50 flights out of it. You don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. And that's like, yeah, I see people saying in chat that's like most of the batteries spent keeping it warm. I get that, yes, but it is meant to charge its.
Well, fuck,
it's
just
meant
give
to,
it some mittens or something.
No, it's
then.
meant to
Goddamn.
fly, but the mittens are
What
too
about a
heavy.
little coat? Give it a
Mittens are
little
too heavy.
coat? Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait.
That's terrible.
That's the thing. Is like lift. When you have 1% of
heater.
Earth's atmosphere, you have no lift, and that's why they need double rotors that are 4.5
Uber?
feet long each, and it still weighs only 4 pounds, and it barely gets off the ground.
Why don't they use Uber? That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, it's Moober, Mars
Oh,
Uber.
Uber. Okay.
It's
Mars
Moober. It's
Yeah, that makes
Moober.
sense.
Yeah, but
So,
so
you didn't mention the space station. Isn't it fucking in trouble or something? Isn't it leaking air?
no, that was a long time ago. They fixed
Just
that.
recently, isn't it leaking air?
I haven't heard about it. Maybe
I'm pretty sure I saw something that's leaking air somewhere.
is it? I thought I thought
Maybe they
there was
fixed
a
that.
leak. There was a leak with the thing a while ago, but they fixed
How
it.
long is a while ago?
Like a year or two.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. I get drunk and stoned. I don't remember things.
I'm just saying, like, there was a leak. There was a hole. It was like
I leak air all
it
the
was like a
time, not
quarter
when I
inch
talk,
drill size
though.
hole,
Ah.
and they think they found that it was a hole in the thing where they had to patch it up, but they fixed it, and then like all that stuff. But it's hard to say. But
When I
anyway,
leak air, it's cute. When other people leak air, it smells bad.
yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll go with that. Oh wait, Mrs. LB
more.
just showed up.
No, Selby, yeah, say hi.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I didn't see you come in. Who dragged you?
I don't know.
I did.
Rain, thank you.
Thank
I
you,
didn't
Rain.
see it.
Rain.
I was.
Brains on
I
the
wasn't
ball
watching.
tonight.
I apologize. Welcome to the show.
I had to figure out how to use it because I have a MacBook and MacBooks hate everything. So
Oh no, use
I wouldn't
Apple?
tell people that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, does your husband know you have Apple at the house?
he bought it for me.
Oh, he's never gonna.
I
hear
have
the end of this
some
when he
words.
gets
Throwing
back.
him under the bus.
I have some.
Yep.
I have some words.
How's
with
he
him
doing?
when he comes back?
He's good. I talked to him today. He's surviving. Almost halfway done.
Really? It's been
it's
that long
getting there.
already?
Nice. That's pretty good.
It's
Yeah, he's
July he comes back.
Yeah, July and then end of August we move out west. So
When you say out west,
Much closer to
you
me.
still mean in Canada, though, right?
Much closer
Yes.
to me.
yes.
Oh, that's too bad.
I will.
in
I will tell you
Alberta.
guys. You live close enough. That's about an 8-hour drive from me. I will once all the border shutdowns, all that stuff is done. I'll come take a trip up and
You're on the east side, east coast now, or east side anyway?
no, they're gonna go to Alberta.
Yeah,
But
we're
they're
in
not there
Alberta.
now. You're
We're
on the
about
east
6
side
hours from Toronto right now.
now. Oh, okay. North?
Yes.
Oh, there, Jesus.
Yep.
They'll be out way close because driving out there now would be like 2.5 days drive for me. But now their new place it'd be like 7 or 8 hours. I could make that.
Except the move is going to be like 5 days with 2 cars 2 cats.
I'll
2
come out there.
kids.
I'll like. I've done
So
some.
sad.
I've done some.
I would
Cooking,
volunteer
I've done
to
some
help
cooking
you,
streams. I'll
but
make you guys
that
some
sounds
like
awful, so-
No,
Alfredo
no, no.
and
How
some
old are the
steaks.
kids? How old are the kiddos?
They are 11 and 9.
Nice, dude. That's like smart enough to talk and converse.
some
and
No,
old
they'll
things,
be fighting the
kids.
entire time.
but not old enough to be sassy, you know?
Yeah.
That's because LB and I are old.
Boomers.
It's also like I don't have to worry about diapers. Like that's the. That's my crutch. I don't want to deal with diapers. Ever.
Yeah. I'm glad that stage is over.
I've changed one diaper in my entire
Did you just
life.
say that 9 or 11's not sassy, Rain?
Damn.
9/11 is 100% sassy.
Once kids start talking, they start talking back. That
Yes.
doesn't stop until they die.
No, because once they hit teenager
you do.
phase, then the sass like overheats.
Oh,
like,
no, you're right.
it's already
It gets
started. We're
higher,
already
but
there.
Oh,
it
is it?
starts
Okay.
right away. It just gets worse when they're in high school.
Okay, yep, that's fair.
So
Now
I'll
they
tell you
just
what,
fight each
my-
other, so it's great.
mine are 18. My last ones are 18. They're done in May at high school. Boom, out the door they go.
Livy's like, my kid is 10 and the sass has begun. Good luck for. I'll drink to Livia. Good luck for the next like 5 years, I guess. Not that's not.
5 years.
Dude,
The
dude,
next
Livia,
50
good luck,
years.
Livia.
I was like, I don't have
Girl,
children.
let me know if you need help.
I don't
sass
have
some
children.
shit
I
to
don't
your
have
kids.
experience, but I know that from
Yeah.
what I've heard, it's at
My
least 5
oldest
years.
is 21, and he
Olivia,
called me
send him
tonight
to anti-rain.
looking for his insurance card for his vehicle. Because he got pulled over by a cop. He said, "Hey, do you got an insurance card for my vehicle?" I'm like, "No, it's your vehicle. You're supposed to have the insurance card for it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well,
Dad,
you
you're
gotta find
supposed to
one." And then he
handle
hung up
everything,
on me.
hello?
You gotta find one. You're like, oh my god, I'm going to jail.
Oh, he's gonna go to jail again.
Damn.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's fun when they get to be teenagers.
So looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Or
Like I said,
the-
my wife doesn't quite agree with me about the moving out part, but I've got a calendar. I'm marking the fucking days. I
I'm
got
just
an
glad they're
office.
boys
I got an
and I don't
office
have
coming up
girls.
here pretty soon. and we'll move out.
So I want you all to know I'm 30. I still call my mom, and when she doesn't answer, I leave a voicemail. I say, "Mother, I am the light of your life. You need to answer your phone because if you didn't want to answer your phone, you should have thought about that before you had kids. Anyway,
Oh
call
my
me back."
God.
Damn.
Like I,
You're the
I,
youngest,
I
aren't
give
you?
that heat. Yeah, no,
You-
I'm the
You
oldest.
threw the
I
guilt
am-
trip out.
I am the light of my
Wow.
parents' life. I am their baby girl. So I act like it. I'm like,
Damn.
if you want to treat me like a child, I will act like a child for the rest of my life. But you gotta be my parents for me. So whenever I call
Damn.
you, you fucking answer.
My kids do that. I'm punching them right square in the face.
Yeah.
So to my defense, my father is totally like baby's girl father. Like I can always just call him and be like, "Dad, I need help," and he will be there for me. So, and then I do
Oh.
it to my mom too. Like I'm the oldest, so they're always there for me.
It's usually the youngest. that
I
gets that
wonder though,
treatment.
because there's been times where on the cruise you're like, Dad, and he like looked, he's like, anyway, so
But you remember, he went and got the
he
bartender
did
to get
look,
us
he
shots.
did look, and he's
He
like,
did.
she's
He
not
knows.
dying, she's all right. Anyway, what were
He
we talking
knows.
about? Tell me the
He
story.
knows I'm still his baby girl. Like, so for those who don't know, in private, my parents are always like, "Rain, you're always gonna be my baby girl," and I'm like, "You better fucking treat me like that then when I call you for some shit." Like, so that's like the relationship with me and my parents. Like, I just abuse the fact that I'm like the oldest, and every time they're like, "Why are you so needy?" I'm like, "Well, you shouldn't have fucking had kids. Like, did you think about that?
Kids are
I
needy.
didn't want to pay
Yeah,
rent in my
exactly.
life.
Yeah,
Like." Like you brought me into this world, like I gotta deal with this shit. Hello.
Your mom is super nice too, so you shouldn't treat
I
her
love
bad.
Both
I
their
know,
parents are
to-
super
to-
nice.
To their credit, my parents are actually amazing, and I love the life out of them.
Very
Like,
supportive, cool people.
yes,
every-
they are like
Every
as
time
much
I've met
shit
them,
as I give them. Yeah.
Eh.
So I told my parents today. By the way, you guys said hi, and my dad, both my dad and my uncle miss you, Drayden. Like they
Oh.
genuinely are like ask how you're doing.
I remember, yeah, I remember your uncle and your aunt.
Yeah, they
Well,
ask
they were
how
sad to
you're
see you guys
doing.
get a divorce.
It was
so, man.
hilarious. It was. Wait, did we get a divorce?
Did you? Or are you still married?
I think
I,
we're
I
still
don't think
married.
it was ever like finalized, but
That's all
Neither
I heard.
here nor there.
yeah, no. It was funny. Like,
It's an open marriage.
I remember on the cruise. When you said it was your uncle and your aunt, I thought brother and sister. It was wife and husband.
Yeah. No,
And so
they're
like,
brother and sister, not wife and husband.
yeah, like I thought it was like your parents, like, you know, other kids. So I thought it was like your uncle and your
Aw.
aunt, like true blood uncle, true blood aunt. And so I was like,
Yeah, they're on my mom's side, so like.
yeah.
they're-
And so when I
yes.
found out that, oh, they're married, I'm like,
I think they both are.
it took me a second. I was like,
They're not married.
oh,
They're literally brother and sister to my mother. They're not married.
oh, then no, that's what I
Did you
mistook. I
misunderstand
thought.
my
No,
redneck
I was
relationships?
maybe okay. So I thought they
you
were
sure you're not from
married,
Kentucky or
and then
something?
they were. I thought one was your uncle or aunt-in-law or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, so like
That
That's
sounds
mother
like a
and my
fucking some
aunt-
Detroit shit to me. I don't
yeah,
know.
so my mother and my aunt are really close in age, so they're like 2 years apart. Then my uncle is like significantly under. So like he
The one
like,
I met?
yes. So
No.
like no, that was my cousin. That was
Was
my
your-
cousin.
They
He
came
is
to the
my
meal?
cousin,
Okay.
but he is my father's cousin. So he is like
Your second
40 he's 40 years older than me. So like when I say cousin, it's my father's cousin. It's
That's
super
called a second cousin.
yes. So it's super confusing with my family because like
Familiar
my-
ties are confusing anyway.
yeah, so my grandmother has like 10 siblings. My grandfather has 10 siblings on my mom's side. So like the extended family sort of tree gets really really confusing. Like instead of just like cousin, it's
You
like
still
third
can't marry
cousin.
him.
Yeah,
still can't
second
marry him.
cousin, third cousin. Yeah, it's like not even okay
matter
in
how
Alabama.
confusing it gets.
Like yeah.
It's like a Iceland.
Not
thing.
allowed.
Like, there's actually
like-
an app in Iceland to make sure that it's
Yes!
there's
That
an
is-
app in
that is
Iceland that people
me.
subscribe to make sure that people that want to date aren't related to them.
James.
Because
I'm
Iceland,
glad
it's just an
nobody-
Iceland
that-
island.
that
and
Nobody
there's-
here is from
That is
Alabama.
me in like
No,
in a
no.
certain
Or
town in
Kentucky.
Iowa. In a certain town in Iowa, I literally never see anyone as a sexual partner because I'm like, oh, they're probably related to me. And 99% of the time, I'm right. I'm like, oh, they're related to
Ooh.
me on my mom's side, my cousins, brothers,
Yeah, that's-
in-law, friends, blah blah blah. Like that's how they're related to me, and it's kind of awkward, but it's also great when I like need help and I'm driving through town. I'm like, hey, I need help on my car.
That
They're like, who
explains
the
a
fuck are
lot,
you? And
man.
I'm like, I'm so and so's maiden name, blah
I'm
blah
your
blah. And they're
second
like, oh,
brother's
I know you're-"
cousin's
Yeah,
friend's
and they're like, don't worry, we got a
roommate.
spare tire for you, and they like help me with shit, and it's like super small town Iowa thing,
It
but
does,
like
doesn't it, Cross? It sounds.
it,
like
it's
Former
great.
So
roommate,
your
yeah.
third cousin's
Thanks,
married to your
Stargazer.
fourth
You know what I'm
cousin,
getting
having your
at.
fifth cousin
Yeah,
kids.
it's like you can't date anyone, but you can definitely go there for help or like mafia Bob Moss thing. I guess I don't fucking
Wait,
know.
so
Like,
Bob
you gotta
Moss.
you gotta date out of
Bob
state
Moss.
just to make sure it's not relations.
this is why I don't date people from Iowa,
my
so I'm not
God.
related
Well,
to them.
the community you're
Oh,
from,
no.
they don't fucking. They're not allowed to date outside that community anyway.
Yeah. Well, my hometown.
If you're from Pella, you're.
yeah, you gotta
Your
date the
hometown's
Dutch.
not so bad. You're from Pella,
Yeah.
you can- yeah.
So like my family's from Oskaloosa, so it's like if you go to
Oh, it sounds
Oskaloosa,
oddly.
you find someone. No, you can't say that. That's like too small.
Oskaloosa.
Yes. So my
I don't
entire
Sounds like Alabama
that's
to
the
me.
wor- that's-
my
That's
my
like
mom's
the Alabama of
side and my
Iowa.
dad's side are both
It's
from
an awful place.
Oskaloosa.
It's an awful place.
And so like I literally had a great aunt
People there
who
are
was
awful.
who was from blood related one side, marriage related to the other side. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, like I can't handle this.
Yeah,
Like
what
you're
I
going
just
to
what
both
did
the
I just say?
funerals.
Oskaloosa is the Alabama of Iowa.
It is. It
Damn.
is. But I love it. I love it because I can drive
Uh-huh.
through town.
But
if
I
have
love it.
questions. No,
She
I
never
do.
gets a
I
ticket
I do.
because
avoid
the
it at
cops
all
are all her
costs. I'm just telling you,
relatives.
I
Yeah, well,
avoid
the
it at
cops are
all
my
costs.
relatives. I need help with something. I go to like
No.
McDonald's. And I'm like, hey, my car has like a broken tire. And people are like,
That's-
yo, man, I got you. And I'm like, oh, my third cousin's helping me out.
That's
yeah.
worse than Idaho. That's worse than Idaho. Idaho.
Well,
we
I'm not sleeping with anyone, so it's okay.
You're not, but sounds like your sisters might be.
It sounds like everyone in
my
your family
sister's got a
is.
guy from like Knoxville, so she's good.
Sounds
That's
like
not that far away. They still could be related.
They're fine.
Alright.
We
We-
Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
The West Virginia of Iowa,
Yeah,
exactly. The whole
dude,
area
should-
got that.
Virginia of
Should,
Iowa.
should we get
They got
an-
drag, and they have a drag strip right in their area. It's all, it's
should
all
we get
kinds of redneck.
should we get an Ancestry.com sponsorship?
How many family trees are you related
Yeah, like
from grade?
let's just
All
go
of them.
down the family tree. How when it comes to your
I think it's
spouse,
funny to
how
know it's not
related
trees, it's
are
bush.
you? Like
James
that's
said it's a
like the
bush.
article
makes
that we're
more
gonna go
sense.
with.
Lots of fucking branches in a bush.
God damn. Anyway, we gotta cut the show. It's
We don't have
Oh fuck, dude, I got
want to.
food.
well,
Yo,
it's
cut
40
the show.
minutes.
I'm gonna go
no.
get my food.
No,
I
it's,
thought we're in the, we're in
it's
the
40
after
minutes
show. Yeah.
past. We got to cut the main
love my
show,
family.
then we'll come right back for the after
But
show.
literally, just come right back. We don't need a gap.
Yeah, no, we don't need a gap at all.
You
Anyway,
sometimes gap the shit out of us.
dude, everyone loves my
You
gaps.
guys heard of the hero Achilles and
People
Greek
like
mythology?
my gaps.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they
You
don't.
ever
Anyway,
heard of Bophades?
what's both of these? Anyway, we
Is
gotta
that,
go. Whoa!
Is that
So
the
let me
jazz
tell you
guy?
the story, okay? So you know how Achilles is
You
really
can cut the
strong
stream. You can tell the
mythical
stream.
hero,
You can
right?
tell
No,
the story
no,
later.
no. I can't cut him off
Mythical-
midstream.
Mythical
I can.
hero Achilles, right? And there was another mythical hero almost as strong as Achilles named
Bophades
Bophades.
nuts. Bophades
And
nuts.
Ba-
Is that the joke? You're
Are
oh
you
my god.
bothing my nuts?
I was all in, motherfucker. Cut the stream. I'm gonna slap.
Okay,
you.
okay. So we're gonna cut the show. We'll come back for
That's
the
a
after
good
show
one.
in like a
Fucking
minute,
good line.
and
That
then
was
we'll be
awesome.
back. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming to the show, and we'll catch you later.
Love y'all. So